Hello, everyone. Thank you for waiting and sorry for keeping you waiting. 3 minutes past. It's Rick with you, as always. And today we have special guests, but for now it's intro. So it's the day 501 of this war. And, you all know how brutal it is, how terrorist state is for waiting. And sorry for
and I
keeping you
can hear
waiting.
myself.
Three
Just a
minutes
second.
past.
Yeah,
It's
wait.
Rick with you, as always.
Now in
And
the
today
second
we have
browser.
Okay. Also, I see Aussie is gifting another 5 memberships. Thank you very much. Today's gonna be another guest stream. We have guests on every stream, and of course we're raising funds as usually. This time it's 5 rifle stocks for El Greco, and remember it was a camera there that he needed. So the fellow Ukrainian voluntary organization provided him with a camera. This is why it's minus 35,000. We need to raise 35,000 less. But he also said that his partner, no, not partner, but the brother in arms, that's how it's called. He has a big foot. No, not the Yeti, but he has a big feet and he needs the big boots. So I asked Helena, my friend, and she actually ordered the big boots at some factory that produces some. It costs 7.5 thousand hryvnias, so now it's 57,500. Uh, to remind you quickly how my friend El Greco looks, let's look at this picture. So yeah, this handsome fella we're raising money for, he's serving at the bodyguard of Ukraine. Bodyguard? Border guard. Sorry, guys. So yeah, he's serving there and he was sent to Bakhmut, near Bakhmut, not Bakhmut itself. You know that unfortunately it's fully occupied right now, but around Bakhmut there is a counteroffensive from both sides. This is why all different brigades are engaged there, and he's one of them, in one of them. So he needs our help, and we guys can do it easily. He and his brothers in arms, because 5 stocks are for 5 rifles. Of course, he won't be using all the 5, so we can help the whole unit of my friend El Greco. And El Greco is also visiting this chat, so you might be seeing him today if he has time for that, because he's not always there. So yeah, you know what to do. My PayPal is there in the chat. Tone just added it. As you send money there, and in the end of the stream, I will be redirecting them to the jar, and you will be seeing this progress bar updating as usually. We do it all the time, so it would be transparent. I actually want to mention the donations we already received. It's been happening for the last few days. Uh, it began with Ann Hill, probably, if I'm not mistaken. It was $40 from Ann Hill. Let me check it. Just a second. Yes, $4 from Ann Hill. Cinnamon sent $40. It was 2 or 3 days ago. Then Aussie T sent $200. Thank you very much for generous donation. Then Yuri sent $20.70 yesterday. Today, Timothy sent his usual generous $300. Thank you so much, Timothy. And Cinnamon just sent another $20. So we already raised $620.70 for this fundraiser. This is still not enough to close it. I'm really hoping to close it today. We still need more than 30,000, but we'll definitely do it because I know you guys usually donate around $1,000, so it's totally manageable and achievable, right? So thank you so much for all the donations you've already sent, and uh, if you have the wish or the ability to send another donation, another dollar or two, really, guys, even a dollar changes situation, and you know how it works. United, we can provide a great result. Thank you very much for that, and we now stop talking about fundraisers. This should be mentioned in the very beginning, and we go to our guests. So today we have Jeanine Terblanche, who is from, wow, Discord is lost for some reason. Just give me a second. Oh yeah, now it appeared. So it disappears when I hover it. Okay, so today we have Jeanine, who's from South Africa. She's actually the moderator of Starsky, so most of you guys probably know her, and she comes to Ukraine soon. She's gonna be uh, working in the voluntary organization. What organization she's gonna tell us herself. And we have her friend and my friend already, I guess, CF Beauty today with us. Uh, Here they are. You can see them just listening to us for now. So I will stop with my introduction and let Jeanine introduce herself shortly. Jeanine, I don't, uh, I don't, I'm not going to torture you with long introductions. So please, hello, and tell us something else that I missed about you, Jeanine.
Good to see you all here tonight or today. I hope we're going to have a great stream.
Yeah.
And thank you all for watching.
Yeah, welcome, Jeanine. CF, welcome too. Please tell us something too.
Well, I want to thank you, Rick, for having us on the stream and helping to support my awesome friend Janine. And hello to everybody in the chat. This is like coming into a giant room of wonderful friends. Wow, we are the luckiest people in the world. And I want to thank everyone for being here and supporting Janine and Rick and supporting me to support them.
Yeah, it's actually a great, it's great to see people being, between communities and being supporting all of our Ukrainian communities. I wanted to say streamers, uh, but not all the streamers about Ukraine are Ukrainians. So it's a lot of us. We're from all over the world, and it's great. It means all the conscious free world supports Ukraine, and I won't be stopping thanking everyone for that. Thank you guys. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. We're just started. So let's talk about your trip, Janine. I know that you will have to stay in a hotel in Moldova, and I mean you're gonna fly from South Africa to Moldova, and you also needed to do some preparations, right? For before you go to this trip. May you please remind us the preparations, or tell people who haven't heard this before, what preparations you needed for this trip?
Well, I had to go for my visa for Ukraine. So my appointment was on the 13th of June, and it actually took longer than expected because there was a problem at the system, and take it took a few days to get fixed. And I got my visa on the 30th of June, and I got my passport back. I think it was the following Tuesday, and on the 5th of July, I applied for a transit visa through Moldova. So now I'm waiting for that visa to be approved, and as soon as that's done, then I'll be able to book my flight. And the reason I decided to go with Moldova instead of Poland is because it will take a lot longer to get a Schengen visa to Poland, because all of the Schengen countries don't have any visa appointment slots open for July. They're all fully booked. I think it's because it's summer holidays and things now. That's maybe why they're so busy.
Mhm. Got it. Were there some unpredictable complications with visa or some delays? Was anything like that happening?
The only delay I had was because of the system, but Russian hackers and things.
Yeah.
So yeah. but that got fixed in a couple of days, and now everything is working again.
That's nice. So, you should be here in Ukraine by the end of July, right?
Yes. That's if everything works out the way that I planned, I should be able to fly to Moldova by the last week of this month. So little less than 3 weeks.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's great. Not so long left to wait. I
Yeah,
think it's probably not that cool being waiting for months, right?
it really sucks. I wanted to be there already,
Yeah, I can
but
imagine.
things didn't work out that way. So
It's probably so frustrating. Well, I can imagine. So,
yeah.
please tell us about the organization you're gonna be helping here. I know that it's a Ukrainian, well, voluntary organization who feeds the army. Can you please tell us more about it, how it is called, and what it is actually doing?
Okay. Um, the organization is called the Magic Food Army, and it was founded by Chef Zhenya and his wife Mary. Um, let me tell you more about Chef.
Yep.
He's a Ukrainian chef. He's been trained in culinary arts around the world. He owns around 7 restaurants in Kiev, and the overall goal of the Magic Food Army is to improve nutrition in Ukraine on a national scale. But the main goal for now is to feed the frontline troops with nutritious home cooked meals a few days a week.
So, how many portions do they do in some period of time? What is the scale of feeding the soldiers?
Well, it's thousands
Thousands,
of meals a day. Yeah.
thousands of meals a day. So they
I,
probably
I
have multiple different locations where they cook, right?
no,
No?
actually not.
Okay, so it's one huge kitchen. Like I cannot even imagine the size of it.
Yeah, it's a very big. I can't really go into the logistics of this because of OPSEC, but it's a big kitchen. It's like a um
Hmm.
like if you in a restaurant, a large scale restaurant or hotel kitchen, it's something like that. It's very big.
Uh-huh. But I guess it's just
Yeah.
probably longer, like the tables of chefs. How do we call them? Chefs assistants, right? Uh, Cookers. They it's just a bigger number of them probably.
Yes.
Uh,
And
yeah.
we'll work every day for like it's 12-hour shifts. So and there's two teams. One
Uh-huh.
team works 2 weeks at this location while the other team rests in Kiev. And then after 2 weeks, we rotate and then we swap. And then the other team works for 2 weeks and the first team that worked rests. So,
Hmm. Got it. So it's gonna be day of work, then day of rest all the time. Like you're gonna be working day after day, right?
you work 2 weeks
Uh-huh.
and then you're off for 2 weeks.
Uh-huh. But do you work yeah, you work every day, but just
Yeah.
every team works for 12 hours, then rests 12 hours, and then the next day they start working after 12 hours. Got it. Yes. Okay. So I also was interested if you ever worked on a kitchen. Were you?
No,
No?
I've never worked in a kitchen or anything in the hospitality field.
Mm-hmm. And do you like to cook yourself just at home? Do you like doing it?
Yes, I'm actually quite a good home cook.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
What is your favorite dish to cook? I'm curious.
Well, I love meat, so I like steak and pastas and things like that.
Oh yeah, meat is also my favorite food, so I can understand that. Um, yeah, steak. I would probably eat some steak right now. But yeah, I was actually wondering. Yeah, I've already received the answer. Thank you. So this is gonna be a new experience for you, and I guess it's gonna be definitely exhausting because working for 12 hours, 2 weeks straight is pretty much tiring.
Hi, Rick. I just have to kind of butt in here.
Yeah.
We did drop Janine, and just for the audience, Janine, she lives in South Africa, and their internet and their electricity and everything is just awful. She did tell us today that her internet has been going in and out.
Uh-huh.
And so bear with us. She'll be back, but she just needs to reset her router and everything. But if I could just do a little bit of shilling myself, a little play on words there. Um,
Yeah.
we had so many people who donated, and I just can't thank everyone enough for supporting Janine. And we uh, would she did meet her goal. But Rick, do you want to say a little bit about why we could use a few extra donations for her?
Yeah.
Actually, we did get one in here, and I want to thank you. His name
Awesome.
is Custom Fantasy Hot Wheels, and he
Oh,
did donate.
yeah.
So thank you, thank you, thank you. But
Custom
while we're
Fantasy
waiting,
just said, I only wish Ukraine could take their counteroffensive to Orc land. Yeah, actually helping Janine with your donation, you're helping Ukraine because well-fed soldiers are bringing our victory faster, right? So yeah, thank you for mentioning that. Continue, Sia. Sorry for interrupting
um, oh, no, that's okay. I mean, I can kind of we can both fill in the blanks here. Janine, I think a lot of the viewers knew that Janine, her original plan was to actually travel through Poland, but the appointments for that travel visa, the Schengen visa, got held up.
you.
And then she decided that she was actually going to go through Moldova. And because of the timing of the flight, she will have to get a hotel for a night or two there. And just because I'm her friend, of course, I would like to see her stay in a nice, safe place there. Um,
Yeah.
and for her to be comfortable. So the extra funds, if you can be generous enough to donate a few, would go towards that. And also there's food costs in between. And if, something she needs along the way. And I don't know, I think a few of us have traveled through airports and know how expensive those are.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. It's some
You can
extra
say.
expenses. It's some extra expenses that weren't planned. So going through Moldova will take some extra expenses, and I call you guys to help Janine if you have the opportunity to do it, to donate. We have the links in the description of the stream. Give me a second. I'm gonna also send you Janine's PayPal to here it is. Yes, there's a link here to the chat. So you guys you can use it directly in the chat. Uh, please help Janine with her funding of this trip because it takes I know how it works. You plan for some money. I traveled myself and I know that there are some extra expenses. And of course, if you're traveling across the two continents, because Janine will have to fly from the very south part of Africa. So it's pretty far from here. It takes more money, unfortunately. This is how it works. So thank you very much in advance for your donations to Janine.
Rick,
There's a yeah.
Rick, do you have her buy me a coffee link?
Yeah, yeah. It's
Has
actually not buy me a coffee, but the other
or
service that is called Ko-fi. It's like coffee,
Fi.
but
Okay.
yeah, but it's yeah. Here's a link. I've sent it to the chat. It's also in the description of the stream. I've sent it to the chat, so you guys can use that service also. And I wanted to mention another 2 donations that I received on my PayPal. $250 from Tonnet. Tonnet, thank you so much for this generous donation. We'll definitely gonna close the fundraiser today. Thank you very much. And another donation, even 2 of them. One from Angela, $25. Thank you very much, Angela. And another one from Mushroom Many. Many, thank you very much. $50. Many sent. Thank you for all your generous donations, guys. We currently have $945.70 raised, and we got Jeanine back to us. Awesome. Thank you again for donations.
Woo!
Jeanine, welcome back.
I'm
We
sorry, my internet
Yeah, it's totally okay. We were
giving me
We
talking
let
issues.
them
about
all know.
yeah. We were talking
Thanks.
about your fundraising also, and I was encouraging people to donate you some money because you have some extra expenses for the trip. So yeah, actually, there's a question from me this time. Will you? Yeah, will Magic Kitchen? It's not the full name, right? What is the full name?
It's the Magic Food Army.
Magic Food Army. It's not Magic Kitchen. Sorry, there are so many names with kitchen in it, so I'm messing it up. Magic Food
Yeah,
Army will provide you with a place to stay, right?
yes,
And of course they're gonna feed you because it's gonna be kitchen. There's always
yes.
plenty of food there. Okay, got it. So nice. There's gonna be a place to stay then. So it's great,
Yes.
but
I already have the ad, but I'm not gonna say it on live stream.
yeah, of course, safety reasons. You're gonna be working for
Yeah,
the Ukrainian army. This is why you should be protected informationally too.
exactly.
So it's very important.
Yes.
Okay, let me check the questions from the chat. Meanwhile, I'll give you the word, CF. Maybe you will tell us or ask Jeanine something.
Sure. I sort of just a personal little side story about when Janine had that problem. Her visa got hung up, and they just kept telling her some things like stuck in the system. And I think all our listeners can relate that that's like the worst thing to hear. Well, we have system problems. And I'm telling you, hang in there. At least they're not telling you that you're the problem. So it was, and I told her, you haven't got a message, you haven't got a call. They're telling you the system, and chances are it's just somebody says, I'm only going to work so fast, and you get to be my victim today. So but I was nervous too, because she's my most excellent friend, but it was hard for me some days too to sit there and tell her, be calm, because I was a little nervous myself. But Janine, I think, can you tell us about how, like, the moment that you saw that Chef Zhenya needed help? We didn't cover that in our stream together, and that's really interesting. When you saw that, how you just kind of felt a calling.
Yeah, that's actually something that I wanted to ask you too. Uh, thank you with that, CF. Jeanine, please.
Yes. Well, I started following him on Twitter like sometime last year, and couple of months after that, I think it was late December or early January this year, he said he needed volunteers, and I read his post, and it just felt right. And then I decided to contact him, and we started talking. And a few weeks later, I decided that I'll go and volunteer. So I also consulted a lot of people before making my final decision. It wasn't an easy decision. I mean, we might be cooking food, but it's still an active war zone and it's dangerous and anything can happen. And yeah, that's basically how it happened.
I have a question from Ann Hill. How did Janine decide to start this journey? So I guess you just answered it also. I just wanted to mention the question, so we're answering the questions. Thank you. And I also wanted to ask you, what was the day of 24th of February, year 2022? What was you doing? How did you know about the full-scale invasion started? How was it? Can you please tell us, Janine?
I was playing a game,
Mm-hmm.
March of Empires, and I have a bunch of Ukrainian friends that also play that game, and they wrote in the global chat, "The war started," and I was like, "What war?"
Mm-hmm.
Because it's actually a war game that we're playing. So, um, and they told me, just watch the news. Russia Russia started a war with us, and that's when I started getting involved and watching the news. And I think for the first like 2 weeks, I basically never slept. Kept watching the live cams and everything. So yeah, that's how it started.
Thank you. And when did you know about Starsky? When did you started watching his streams and the news topics?
I was looking for Ukrainians that um, gave news and things about the war, and I stumbled upon his Ukrainian channel. Even though I don't understand a word of Ukrainian, I just watched the videos and things. And then he started streaming in English, and that's how we met. And yeah,
It was
that's
Starsky's
also how,
channel, right?
yes,
Uh-huh.
yes.
Awesome. He's been doing a great work since the beginning of full-scale invasion, and I guess before that too. I'm not sure. I wasn't following him. I will be sincere, but the job he's doing, yeah, he keeps doing it every day, is very important, and he inspires. And I want to thank him and wish him a happy birthday because I know it's his birthday today. So
Yes.
please pass my um, wish to him. I wish him a good health, as we wish here to all military. You know, he probably told you about that, and of course that he would be that much efficient in everything he does. So yeah, long long years to him and good health. That's it.
I'll make sure to give him the message.
Okay, thank you. I'll probably jump into the stream and wish it to him in the chat, but I'm not sure that my stream won't be less than so long that I will pass that stream. It sometimes happens. Uh,
Yeah.
I'll make sure he gets it. Janine and I have the same because she'll be helping too on this his birthday stream, and we can both work to get him a message so he sees it 100%. Rick, no worries with that.
Awesome, thank you. I actually had no worries about that. I knew that you will do it. Just wanted to also talk about it. Okay, someone has a question in here. Yeah, it was Doc in Paradise. Let me let me redirect it. Yes, it seems impossible to feed all the frontline troops. How do they choose who gets the meals? Uh, can you please answer that if you know the answer, Janine?
As far as I know, the commanders of the different battalions contact Chef,
Uh-huh.
and then they arrange everything. So
Uh-huh. So
yeah.
they kind of do the request, and
Yes.
it could be different number of requests from week to week, right?
Yes. But Chef does the menus every day.
Hmm.
He decides what gets cooked and everything like that. And then there's a guy that comes and picks up all the food and for breakfast they have like muesli and cornflakes and things like that
Hmm.
with milk.
Jeanine, can you
And
tell them a little bit about the kind of the backstory about how Chef went to the front lines and he saw that the guys they weren't cooking well for themselves, the MREs, and how that inspired him to like fix up their nutrition?
Yeah, it's actually really interesting how it all started for Chef.
he when the Russians invaded Ukraine in like the early days of the war, Chef was preparing meals for the soldiers already around Kiev, and then and for the other people, the residents and things. And then it grew bigger and bigger, and he decided to go to the front lines. And he saw that they don't have, obviously they don't have fridges and things on the in the trenches to keep food safe, and um, like meats and things cold and all of that. So the conditions were really bad, and that's when he decided to start this whole movement to feed the troops.
Hmm. Cool. I think actually you told us something on the stream with CF. You told us that he also thought that it should be nutritious, right? That some food that is in those boxes, I forgot how you call them. It's not nutritious enough sometimes, or is it? Am I mixing up something?
Well, those are meals, MREs are meals ready to eat, and any modern military around the world is given packs of those and they're all pre-made. But
Mhm.
Jeanine can actually comment on this a little bit more too about the amount of stress that the shoulder soldiers are under in the field requires better nutrition than what you and I would need sitting at a
Yeah, of
desk.
course, of
So,
course.
do you want to talk about that, Jeanine?
Yeah, please.
Um, the thing is, after a hard days of fighting and dodging bullets and things like that, um, nobody has the energy or the willpower to cook a nutritious meal. I mean, the guys probably just want to go and rest and sleep. I mean, until they have to go and fight again. So that's also part of the reason why Chef decided to feed them, and to keep the morale up as well, because that's one less thing they have to worry about.
Yeah, and I think when you have some beautiful salad there on in a trench, maybe not in a trench itself, but somewhere like on the second line, it's cheering you up to see this and not something in a package that you unfold and it's dry or it's not super tasty. You eat a good salad or a piece of meat, and it definitely cheers you up, don't you think?
Yes, that's definitely true.
Yeah, I think so too. So, mm, there was a question from Charlie. He's our moderator, amazing guy. A question for Janine. What are the most popular dishes? Do the soldiers eat a lot of soup? I guess, do the soldiers eat a lot of soup? It was.
Winter time they did, but now it's different. It's not just soup anymore.
Yeah, of course. Oh, no, I thought maybe they delivered them ice cream, if you know it, sometimes in the summer.
I don't know about ice cream.
Yeah, if you will know that in the future, please let us know, okay? If
Will
of
do.
Thank you. Of course, if it's not going to be a military secret, if it will be, don't do this. Don't tell us. Okay. Um, what
So,
else? Yes,
Rick, can we kind of go back a little bit as far
of
as
course.
Jeanine and I were actually going to do a stream together to thank everyone for the donations. And we did have a little, not really a contest, but it was like something that the highest donator would get. And I think we kind of skipped over that. So Jeanine, are you ready to kind of go ahead and do the whole thing about the thank you?
Yes. I would just like to thank everyone who supported me and who helped me to go and help Ukraine, and especially level 70. He donated the most. So I just want to give him a special shout out.
Everyone was so generous, and the support messages that we got from everyone were amazing too.
I must say that I'm very grateful to you, Jeanine, for coming to Ukraine, for helping our people now also with your own hands and our soldiers. It's the most important thing to do. I'm really grateful to you. I uh, I I think that it is the best thing that of course. Okay, to not sound wrong, even supporting us informationally is already enough. But to do this, it probably you will not agree with me, but I must say it takes some courage and kind of a heroism, because you are sacrificing your simple life and going there, and you're placing yourself in danger. You're definitely gonna be having also probably a risk of life sometimes. So thank you for doing this. I really appreciate your courage act of, yeah, this courage act. Thank you.
See myself as a hero, but
Yeah,
thank you. And
yeah, I know. But I
I
still,
just feel
Jeanine,
that
yeah,
go ahead,
sorry.
Jeanine.
Yeah, Jenny.
I just feel like everyone needs to help, and this is the small part that I'm doing. So yeah,
Thank you.
We
it
had an
feels right.
interesting we had an interesting conversation a couple days ago that were put, like in life we have these doors put in front of us. Some of the doors open themselves, and then some of them have keys and they're hard to get through. And we both agreed that although this is going to be dangerous for her, that everything went, the doors just opened up for her. The people that she needed were there when she needed them. And although she felt like there was some obstacles, which was just mostly time, I didn't see any doors that didn't open for her. So I'm like, you know what? The universe is just telling you that this is the right decision.
Yep, definitely. Um, Going to Ukraine and supporting us. Yeah, it's the right decision. I'm not only saying it because I'm Ukrainian. I'm saying it objectively because facts are facts. Russia is the aggressor in this case. It's committing genocide, and fighting it is the right thing to do. And all the people there in the chat will agree with us. I'm sure of it.
Yes.
Thank you for that. Also, I wanted to make a small pause and thank everyone who is gifting the memberships there. OCT is on fire today, gifting 5 after 5 after 5. Thank you very much. Also, Rick Sanchez, thank you everyone for the support. And I received another $100 from OCT for the fundraiser. Also, don't forget to donate to Jeanine. She will have some extra expenses. All the links are there in the description of this stream. Oh yeah, and I haven't mentioned it today. Don't forget to like the stream too. It will help with engagement. If you still haven't, please like it. We have 120 likes. We can easily do 150, right, guys? Thank you very much. Thank you for coming here today and being here. I see 114 people right now. I'm grateful to each and every one of you. Thank you. And I guess I yeah, we will I will continue. Sorry. I'm getting a bit how do you call it? Wobbly right now. But
Rick, I have a
yes.
question for you.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Moldova and where Janine is, where her plane's going?
No, I actually haven't been to Moldova. I heard that that it's easy to cross Moldova. So Janine, I guess it's gonna be good trip. And Moldova is not big, so it's gonna be easy to cross it pretty fast. No, I haven't been to Moldova. Getting back to your question, I was in Lithuania, and I was in Turkey, in Poland, and that's it. That these are all the countries that I've visited, and I really want to survive this war so I can travel again. Right now, we Ukrainians, I mean, at least man, we cannot travel because our country needs us just in case. Even if I'm not serving, I must be a reserve, you know. This is why I cannot go anywhere, but I'm okay with that. It's not a problem. I'm patiently waiting for our victory. Then I want to travel all over the world. I actually would like to visit almost every country in the world because there are some countries like Russia, for example, or North Korea that I wouldn't like to visit at all.
That's a good choice.
Yeah, thank you for the question.
Avoid at all costs. Well, if you ever come to the United States, I don't live in a very exciting state, but you're certainly welcome to visit me and I can show you a few cornfields and
Awesome.
things.
Awesome. I would like to visit um, any state because they are all unique, and you have so many different nature types there, right? So many different ecosystems, deserts, and forests, and valleys, and a lot of different sites, right? So it's going to be pretty interesting in every state for me. I've never been to US, as you've heard. So,
That's true. If you get invitations from different people in the United States in different regions, take them up on it because you're 100% right. We have got there's no comparing, say, oh, this state's like this state. Some of them are flat and a lot of farms, but there's beautiful things in every state that other states don't have. So it is actually we're pretty lucky here. You would enjoy it, Rick, so much.
yeah, I'm actually sure that I will make so many friends here on YouTube in this community. I've already made so many friends that almost every country in the world, almost every state of the US will welcome me and I will have the place to stay. Thank you very much for that. I'm really grateful.
I
Um,
see offers in the chat already. You've got an
yeah,
invitation to Canada. You've got a dish to Southern California. Wow, you're going
yeah.
to be a busy guy.
New Brunswick, Canada. I just I will have just to work hard to pay all the flights and all that because I'm gonna be traveling a lot.
Well, there's probably a viewer that is a pilot. We just haven't found him yet. So you get to be friends with a pilot, and they can comp you some tickets or something.
Yeah, this uh should be interesting. Yeah, that's actually an interesting, how do you call it, idea. Yeah, to find a pilot in here. But those pilots, they cannot fly everywhere. But as you've told me, they can help with tickets. Probably some
Hmm.
discounts, right? Like the membership discount or something like that.
So,
Membership.
Janine,
Yeah, Janine.
can you can you tell them what you said about me coming to Ukraine?
Oh yeah, interesting to hear that.
Um, I said you should pack up and come and join me in Ukraine. as soon as you're able to do that.
I
There'll
can't.
be
I have my mom, but she wanted me. Really wants me to come after things have settled down and the war settled down. So that's a possibility.
Awesome. You're
But
welcome here in Kyiv. Beautiful place. As yeah, it's a very actually different country too. I mean, in terms of nature, as I was talking about US, Ukraine is pretty different. And Janine will discover it soon when she's going to be traveling through Ukraine. But
are you two going to be able to meet, Rick?
yeah, it's actually an interesting idea. But it depends on how soon Janine will be busy here in Ukraine. Janine, how soon will it be?
Is she here?
Jeff.
Yeah, here.
Can you hear me?
Now we can,
Yep.
yes.
Sorry, the mic is giving me issues.
No problem.
Chef actually let us know today that the amount of food we need to put out is times 5 now. So it's 5 times the amount that we usually did.
Oh my God. Is it the secret
So, yeah.
information how many portions you had per day before?
Yes, I'm not allowed to disclose that.
This is good. I mean, this is how it should be. This is the way, and 5 times more. I guess it's thousands, so it's definitely gonna be 5 times more thousands. Damn it. That's crazy. Okay, thank you.
I
And
sent you some pictures
yeah,
in Discord.
that's
I don't
what
know if you can.
yeah, I wanted to ask you if
uh,
I can show them
Yes,
to
you can
people.
show those.
Yes, okay. So while I'm figuring out how to do that, please talk about something, CF and Janine.
Um, let's see. So, something interesting. I wanted to know how much stuff, let's just use the word stuff, like clothes and everything like that, are you going to bring with you over there? What did you decide?
Well, I'm gonna try and pack as light as possible, but I'll be staying till the end of the war, so it can be 2 months or 2 years. I'm not sure, and so I'm just gonna take the most important things with me, and then whatever I need, I'll just get in Ukraine because I can only like take 2 bags of 23 kilograms, I think, and one hand
Mm-hmm.
luggage of 7 kilograms on the airplane. So yeah.
They're pretty strict. I'm kind of switching lanes here. Um, a few months ago, gosh, it seems so long ago now because this has gone on so long. Tell us a little bit about South Africa and what South Africa's involvement in with Russia. And just for the audience, I've witnessed Jeanine be so angry about things that South Africa is doing, and I'm not even going to say her country because she doesn't think it's her country because she doesn't believe in that. But can you tell us a little bit about what uh, South Africa and Russia's involvement has been since this war started?
Yeah, before we
Well,
begin, Janine, sorry, I actually wanted to ask the same thing, so I'm really interested in that. Please tell us. Thank you.
okay, so a, f- a lot of years ago, when we had apartheid,
Yeah.
um, the Soviet Union basically helped the African National Congress, which is the governing party in South Africa at the moment, to defeat apartheid. And since then, the ANC is been friends with Putin and everyone, and so they said they are neutral, but we all can see the writing on the wall. That's definitely far from the truth. And Also, we have a major energy crisis or electricity crisis here, and I think the company's name is Rosatom. It's a
Oh,
Russian company.
yeah.
Yeah, they are trying to help South Africa with energy and things to get our power back on the grid and stuff like that. So yeah, they big buds.
Uh-huh.
What about
No.
that ship? That remember the ship that came in? Can you tell us about that?
Yes, there was a ship that came to, I think it was Cape Town, and apparently, according to the rumors, South Africa put weapons on that ship and sent it to Russia. But obviously, they deny all that, the government, and they always say that they're going to investigate the stuff, but you never get answers. And we actually wouldn't have heard about this. And I think it was the one of the US embassy's guys that brought this to light. So yeah.
Uh, may I ask if Ross Adam was actually the one who caused the crisis, or what the energy crisis is about?
That's all the government's fault. The main energy supplier's name is Eskom here in South Africa, and they are so corrupt, and the government is corrupt as well. So the money that goes for maintenance and repairs and things just gets stolen, and the things never get repaired, and the power stations literally they're falling apart here.
Ah, shit. So the
Yeah,
corruption is actually, I see it, it's something that is common for your government and Russian government. Russians are usually feed on that corruption and they encourage it.
exactly. Yes.
Damn it, I'm so sorry
And
that it happens like this.
yeah, well,
Sorry, continue. I interrupt you there.
no, it's fine. Um,
She's actually
things
going to
are
have
really
better
bad here.
utilities. You'll have more hot showers in Ukraine than you do in your home in South Africa.
Yeah, that's another problem. Service delivery in South Africa is really bad.
Damn it.
The infrastructure and things are basically non-existent here now. So
Sorry to hear that. So, yeah, in Ukraine, even though we're at war, we managed to sustain all of that. At least here in central Ukraine, of course, on the east, where the war is going, where it's really hot and where the fight in the state is taking place, it's not that good. But I guess in Kramatorsk, which is not far from the front line, it still has water and electricity and all that stuff, all the supplies. So
yes,
we succeeded in that. Of course, we have the support of Europe, and they helped us with electricity this winter during the massive rocket attacks. I'm sure you know everything about that too, and uh, I'm glad that you're gonna be having um, better conditions here. But I really actually also hope that situation will get better in South Africa and that you will be able to change the government for something better that won't be
yes,
if sorry, continue please.
that definitely needs that definitely needs to happen. A
Mm.
new government because the one we have now is terrible.
And what people are saying, are they ready, is society ready to do something about it, to go there and create your Maidans, as we call it here in Ukraine?
Well, the people who protest here basically keeps on voting for the same government, so it doesn't help at all. They complain about it, but that's as far as it goes. Burn down shops, burn tires, and mess up
Wow.
everything, and then yeah, it's violent protests. That's what we had here.
So it's just like expressing your anger and nothing more. Just not
Yes,
really changing anything.
they express their anger and then they go and vote for the NC again. So it's just that mentality. Because I've heard a lot of rumors that the people think that apartheid will come back if they vote for another party, which is so far from the truth. It'll
Yeah,
never happen again.
yeah.
But
The
they don't see it that way.
Yeah, so they still are under influence of your government's propaganda, I guess, because that's probably that they want to persuade their society in, right?
That's correct, yes.
Okay,
R-
then
Rick, I have a question for you on that topic. So, Janine, what's your president's name again?
Ramaphosa.
Ramaphosa. So he the U.S. There was a U.S. I think it was a former diplomat uh, to Africa that actually found out about the ship being loaded with the weapons, and then Ramaphosa came to Ukraine and he tried to meet with Zelensky. Rick, what did you guys think about that?
oh my God, I personally was so uh, how can you say it? I was angry, but I was also um hmm, I need to translate this word. Give me a second. I have a translator here. Um, just a second.
Armand in the chat put a whole bunch of clowns. Maybe that's for yes, yes. You're
Yes.
absolutely right, Armand. And in the United States, we just had this thing where we were going like, "Are you kidding me?"
Yeah, so I translated the word. I was outraged to listen to him on that damn press conference of him and another four leaders of African countries, where they just repeat Russian narratives and say and say we need to talk to Putin and we need to tolerate this war criminal and we need the peace at any cost because peace is giving us problems with food and yeah this was so damn frustrating to listen to. They came here um, and started talking about this right to Zelensky's face and right to us Ukrainians' faces. It was kind of I was angry, uh, and I know that governments are not the people of the country, and I'm
True.
sure that a lot of South Africans are supporting us. Can you confirm that, Jeanine?
Yes, definitely. I
Yes.
know a lot of people that support Ukraine from South Africa. My friend, or not friend, one of the people in the chat actually, Armand, he is also from South Africa.
Oh, Armand, I didn't know that. Awesome. Yeah. Thank you. Then, oh, maybe probably you've told me that, and I could have forget because there's a lot of people here usually in the chat. Sorry, but yeah, awesome that we have the support from actually every country in the world. For example, Hungary, Hungarian people are also supporting us, and they are ashamed of their Orban and that dude who is just working for Putin. He's just a lapdog of Putin, and every statement
Yeah,
of his is just
they need to kick
outraging.
him out of NATO and the EU.
Yes, why the hell they're still there? Because the country is not the government, you know? I think, of course, there are a lot of political reasons for that too. But to be honest, people of the country doesn't deserve to be excluded from European Union or from NATO if they have a dumb leader. But on the other hand, they've chosen that leader and they've let him stay in power, right?
Exactly.
So it's a complicated question, I must say, for me at least. Maybe you think it's easier. What do you think?
The people have the power, in my opinion, to vote him out
Yes.
and get a new leader that's not pro-Russian.
Yes. It's in their power, definitely, but I think I mean, his government and his team has a strong propaganda there too, and this is how they manipulate people. They just convince them that helping Russia is good and helping Ukraine is bad, and all that shit. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
that's how it works. All right. Um, so maybe some question that I missed.
Does anyone in the chat have more? The chat has got amazing comments. I'm following them here.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome. Does anyone else in the chat have like a specific question? Otherwise, I do have a question for Jeanine, which kind of like piggybacked on another topic.
Uh-huh.
Oh, well, the chat writes questions. So, Jeanine, I saw something on a channel, and it was the videos about food, not chef's food, not specifically
Oh.
anything. And they were opening up MREs. And I thought I saw something that chef had a group that was packing MREs too, along with those fresh meals. And is that right, or does he kind of do a little
Yes.
bit of both?
Yes, he I think they buy it from France directly. The MREs, the French MREs. So they just send it with the food for extra, so they have enough food, just to make sure they have enough.
Is it true that the soldiers actually like compared all the MREs from different countries and then said they love the French MREs the most?
Yes.
That's funny. Well, I guess the French are doing something right along with the wine.
Definitely.
While you were talking about that, I finally showed people the pictures you've sent me, Jeanine. So that was the food that Chef Zhenya and Magic, Magic Food Army. Yes, now I remember the name, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Magic Food Army is doing for our soldiers. Look at this. It's beautiful. This last photo, is it potato with what? With meat? I'm trying to
Sure.
understand. Where is that? Apples? Oh no, it's pineapple.
No, it's like a fruit salad thing.
Yeah, it's a pineapple. Yes, now
It's
I
like
see.
it's dessert.
Yes, yes. And that beautiful salad with salad, yeah, and olives. Awesome. It's the same picture though. And on the first photo, some beautiful salads with some of them with meat also, and the borscht, of course. Tasty Ukrainian borscht. Have you tasted it already, Janine?
The picture you have on now with the 4 plates, that's one meal for one soldier for one day.
Awesome.
Yes.
Pretty nutritious. I mean, looks like it. But I can imagine that you will probably need more of that, but I'm not sure. I've also heard that soldiers are telling stories that it's really they sometimes don't want to eat because of shelling. When you are under shelling, your brain totally turns off your hunger, and you don't think about food. Have you heard that?
True.
Yeah, because I've heard
I
stories like that.
I think it's because of all the stress and things.
Yeah, yeah, it
I'm
just.
prior military, and I can say that that's 100%. When you're on duty, and it doesn't even have to be under combat stress. It can just be I was medical and just a lot of medical emergencies. Your body just goes into autopilot and functions to do the job you need to do, and it's really not thinking about food. And a lot of the adrenaline just keeps you, pumping. But I think that's probably why they crash at the end of the day too, and just really need a good meal. But yeah, it's focus. I guess the body just says, pay attention to what you're doing, not to, sidetrack you with hunger.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. You and I cannot even imagine how tired soldiers are after these stressful days. Sometimes they spend several days at zero, as we call it in here, the first line of defense, and they are starving after that, I'm sure. And not even starving, they probably want to sleep and they're exhausted. That's it.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, I don't see questions in the chat because I'm not, yeah, missing some of the questions. Maybe you've noticed some question that I missed, CF?
Oh,
um oh, go ahead,
level
Janine.
7 level 70 asked if Moldova is safe.
Oh, yeah.
Relatively, yes. Um, except for the Transnistria part, but I'm not gonna go near that area. But I'll be fine.
Yeah, Transnistrian provocations haven't been popping up in the news lately, though. And it's good, but I think when Russia will be fallen apart, Transnistria's question will be, yeah, will be just uh, easily. Damn it, I forgot the word. Sorry. Can you help me here?
Avoided. Avoided. That's the first thing I she did. We can't share it here, but she did share with me the city because I was kind of looking at some travel things,
Mhm.
with her. And the first thing I said is that city even near Transnistria? And they're, because those trains are actually going into Ukraine, they're taking enough care to make sure it is quite a ways from Transnistria, at least, as much as they can get. So there isn't going to be any contact with anything there. And of course, that's a smart way to do it, but, it's a question that's so obvious you have to ask it. So.
Mhm. Yep. Uh, so it's a good question.
Did my research.
Liberated. Yeah, actually, Doc helped me with the word liberated. Yeah, but the question is liberated by who? Moldova's army currently isn't very good, and they won't be able to do that. And I don't think that Ukrainian army will be doing that too, at least before the end of the war. But maybe after we can help Moldova by the request of Moldova. I'm hoping for that, actually, to
Oh,
be honest.
the Russians are running out of men really quick, so I think maybe they'll get their troops from Transnistria and send them to Ukraine, and then Moldova can just take it back.
But how? They are isolated. How can they send the troops from there? They
I'm
cannot
not sure.
easily cross. Yeah, I think they will stay there. It's not an easy task to transfer. Actually, those forces in Transnistria, they are mostly those guys on the warehouses. They cannot fight. I mean, maybe some of them can, but as I've heard, they haven't been in any wars for 30 years, and they don't know. They've forgotten how to fight. So it's a good thing. I was looking for questions, and I I wanted to ask you about your nickname, Mercenary Moderator, right? Can you please tell us about that?
Starsky, on one of his streams, decided to, when he introduced me as his moderator on the stream, he decided to call me a mercenary mod, and the nickname stuck.
So mercenary because you are moderating different channels and something like that? No?
Well, he called me mercenary because I'm killing all the orc
Got it.
bots.
In this meaning. Got it. Mercenary, yeah,
Yes.
definitely. So thank you for killing those bots and trolls and orcs. All of those.
Yeah,
CF?
Janine,
Yes.
we talked about because of her rotation, and I think things are going to change a little bit because of the things she said. But the hope was going to be that while she was on her rotation away from the kitchen, that she might be able to, come back in and help moderate, and we can check in with her and stuff like that. But we'll just kind of have to see what happens. I'm praying that
that's still the
happens.
plan. It will. It will. I'll keep in contact, don't worry. I'll have internet on both locations, so
Awesome. I wanted to ask you if you received some donations after we announced it again, and maybe you will, will say thanks to someone. Were there?
yes, let me quickly log in
Thank
here
you.
on this PayPal.
Because I've seen people were asking about that, and I guess someone was definitely sending something. Because if not, I will again ask and encourage people. I'm not a proud person. This is why I'm asking a lot. Okay, I also had a question for me. And yes, while you're looking, Janine, I will notice, yeah, I noticed already, Martin Lai's message. He asked me, President had a good visit to Turkey. Yes, we'll get to that after our first part of the stream with Janine and CF. We're gonna be having our usual second part with the news and conversation with you guys there in chat. So we'll get to that. But yeah, a lot of good news this week. This was amazing. Tell
There was a
us.
funny comment in the
Yeah.
sorry to interrupt, Doc in Paradise, as I said, that Putin's annexation plan for Transnistria is well, they move the fences at night while the Moldovans sleep. And Doc in Paradise said, yes, just like in Georgia. It's insanity. They literally do. They dig up fence posts, they move them in the middle of the night, and a farmer comes out and says, hey, and they're like, oh, your cow is now on Russian land because they moved a fence.
Oh my
It
God.
blows my mind when I see that kind of stuff. It just doesn't seem like it's possible in this day and time, but I guess it is.
Yeah. A lot of shitty, unimaginable things are still possible from Middle Ages. Russians are still doing that stuff. And not only Russians, unfortunately. Janine, do you have some information for us about donations?
Yes. I don't want to call the people out on their real names.
Oh yeah, you can
But
actually, if there are two names, you can use the first name. I mean, not the two names, like first name and second name. You can just
yes.
use the first name.
Okay. Angela, Cinnamon, Linda, Aussie T, Tone, Janet, Greg, and Little Dickens too. Thank you all so much. I got $234 from everyone
Awesome.
that I just
Wow.
named.
Great job, guys. Thank you so much for your donations. And if someone still wants to donate and help Jeanine with her trip to Ukraine to start working here as volunteer at Magic Frontline Kitchen, you you must donate if you have a wish or a possibility. But thank you very much for all the donations that were already sent. This is a great help, I guess, right?
Yes, definitely. Every bit helps.
Yes. Thank you. People in this
There's some
community are so grateful, generous, and I am so grateful always. Thank you. Sorry for interrupting you.
No, I was just going to say that I have some extra um, expenses because of going to Moldova. I'll probably have to stay in a hotel for a day or two before I can get on a train or bus to cross the border to Ukraine. So in a perfect world, I would have been able to fly there and just get on a train or bus that same evening, but I'm not going to count on that. I don't think that's going to be a possibility.
Yes. So donations are needed. And
The other thing about that too is I've had to get visas into that part of the world before, and um, she did meet her fundraising goal, but at any point before she gets there, they actually could see that she has the required amount of funds necessary to maintain that visa. And I told her, just don't touch that money because there's a chunk of money that, yes, she's going to use it to live, but she cannot touch it till her 2 feet are on the ground in Ukraine. And, I'm so sorry, Jeanine, if I sounded so brutal about that, but you've come so
Oh, but it's
far and
true.
you've done
True.
so well navigating this path. And for me to, not continue with the advice would not be me.
Exactly.
Okay, so I wanted to give you a proposal, both of you, Janine and CF. I think for now, yeah, we'll definitely have some questions there. Did I miss some questions there? Can you help me with that, please?
There were some specific ones for you that I think Tony might be helping with, something about PayPal and your donations.
Yeah,
Um,
they're, I guess, not
yeah,
convenient right
but as
now.
far as as far as Janine, I don't see anything specifically that really came up that was big. A lot of it was the food and things like that. But great questions, guys, people in the chat. Great questions today.
Yeah,
I love you all.
thank you. Um, is the only one. Uh-huh. Got it. So this is also another question for Jeanine. So my proposal is next. Stream continues, and I want to go now to the news. So if you want, you can stay with me here and discuss the news with me, or we can, uh, you can go do anything you want, and that's it. So there are two options. What do you say?
I personally am just want to thank you so much, and I am going to go off. I have another the Starsky stream, but I'm going to grab a bite to eat. All those food
Yep.
pictures made me so hungry.
I
But
can imagine.
Rick, thank you so much for supporting me, supporting Janine, and you're just an amazing person. And everybody in the chat, a few of you do know him because you work in the back and help him and support him. And Tony, you're amazing with your support. And Rick, I hope you know you've got a real, diamond in there
Yeah,
as the help there.
I've already
But thank
noticed that.
but the biggest thing is I want to thank you for helping and supporting us.
Yeah, I think you do an amazing thing supporting us. And Janine, I've already told you today that you're a hero for me. So thank you for coming. And it's actually a big step, a courageous step. Even if you don't consider yourself a hero, I can imagine that. I wouldn't be considering myself a hero if I was in the opposition, because that's how human nature works. It's totally okay. But for me, you are. So thank you so much for coming here and helping the Magic Frontline Kitchen. Am I spelling it right now, or messing up the name again?
Fine, it's Magic Food Army. And
Shit!
I would also,
Oh my god, sorry. Magic Food Army. Yeah, sometimes I'm not good with names, and
okay,
yeah, that happens. But you see that I'm open to how do you call it? To admit that I'm wrong in something. It's totally fine. It's okay to be mistaken, I guess.
that's a good thing. Being open to admit mistakes.
Yeah, definitely. And I want to thank CF for uh, giving such kind words to me just 5 minutes ago. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rick. We'll see you
I
soon.
would
Oh,
Janine?
go ahead, Janine.
I would also like to thank everyone who supports me and supports Ukraine. And thank you, Rick, for inviting us to talk about the Magic Food Army and helping me raise a little more funds for my trip. And
Yeah.
I hope to see you soon in Ukraine. And thanks for everything.
Yes, Janine, please let's keep in touch and just keep me updated on your trip and tell me when you're going to be in Ukraine, and we'll try to meet. I'm going to be glad to meet you in person. Thank you very
Will do.
much for coming today. I was really happy to have you here to have this conversation and to know each other better, because we had a couple of messages here and there, but now I've talked to you directly, to both of you, and it's nice to know you better. And I wish to have you here again someday. Let's do it again someday. Okay.
We'll definitely do that. And I would also like to thank CF Beauty for all her love and support. It
Yeah,
means the world to me.
she's a great friend to you, as I see.
She, she is.
And you mean the world to me.
Oh, it's a touching moment. I like to witness that, and it's touching for me right now too.
All right, we'll see. I will see you all later. And Janine, you're with me all the time anyway. All
Yeah,
right, over and out for me. So
I also have to go because I'm also helping on the show stream
Okay,
and
then
in the background.
have a great stream. I'll try to jump there, and all the people from the chat will definitely go there because most of them know about the shills. And see you there, and have a great
Okay,
rest of your days.
thanks. You
thanks,
too.
Rick.
Yes, bye. See you next time.
Bye.
Okay, so guys, we are continuing the stream. This was a great conversation, right? I enjoyed it a lot. Both CF and Janine are amazing people, and their support to Ukraine makes them pretty dear people to me, because everyone who supports us, uh, they are just gold, you know. Thank you, my golden community. You are um, doing such a great job, and I'm really happy to have you, to you know, to be able to receive your support, to have it. Thank you, guys. Let's go to the news, or maybe I'll read a few of your messages. Let me also check the number of likes that we have today. Let me see, 174. Can we please do 200? I will be really grateful to everyone who still haven't given the like to the stream. Money says, we are a beautiful community, added surprise of this horror of war. Yeah, we are, definitely. Thank you guys. Bye, see you on the chill stream, says level 70. Level 70, aren't you gonna stay here with us? No. Because we're have the stream, we're gonna continue the stream right now. But if you cannot, it's okay. Thank you everyone. See you all soon, says Beauty. CF, thank you so much for being a co-host with us. Okay, so I received a few more donations that I haven't mentioned. One was from Chris. It was, if I'm not mistaken, $50. Let me check. Yeah, $20 from Chris. Thank you so much, Chris. Then Cheryl sent $10. Thank you so much, Cheryl. And I've already mentioned another $100 from OCT. Thank you so much, Tony. Thank you very much. And we're moving on. The sum that we've already raised, it's $1,075.70. Awesome. Armand, I've read your words about South Africa back then in the chat. I just didn't react to it, and I saw that this conversation made you think, it made you feel good, and also about your country, if I'm not mistaken. Thank you very much for that message too. Duncan Stewart says they may come back as the shills are delayed for 1 hour from now. I just brought up the channel and it will be another hour. You are it. Awesome. Market share. Rick, look at this. Awesome. I've looked at it, Duncan. Thank you. Let's hope people will come back, but if they won't, it's totally fine. We have 101 people right now, guys. Thank you so much for being here. It's 100 Ukraine supporters. You are amazing. I'm happy to see you here. And let's talk news. Of course, the biggest and the best news is Azovstal defenders getting back to Ukraine from Turkey. They've been there for 9 months in captivity, in Turkish captivity. Can you imagine that? But yeah, this was kind of captivity. Of course, the conditions were much better. And they weren't tortured. They were fed well. They were dressed up. They were living in. They've seen the sun, I guess. They were living in a mansion there, if I'm not mistaken. Cheryl is asking me, Rick, have you been in contact with Andrew? We tried to meet today, but it didn't work out. If Andrew wants to talk about it, he will tell you himself. So yeah, I will just say that we tried to meet today. I had time for it, and Andrew, Andrew couldn't. So we're gonna try again tomorrow. Maybe, I'm not sure. I'm gonna be having a work week, so 5 days of work until Saturday, but some evening. Definitely, I can meet with Andrew some of the workday evenings. So yeah, we will definitely meet soon. I saw a lot of questions about that before in the chat, so thank you for asking that. I wanted to talk about it too. So, the news, this scene, okay, yes. So let's get there. So, Azovstal defenders, let's watch the video. Oh my god, it's so small. Sorry for that. But Zelensky's waiting for them with his team. And here they are. Denis Prokopenko, the most famous of them. He's the colonel and he's the head of Azov. It's his deputy, Kalina. I forgot his first name. And as those two guys are not that famous, I actually see their names here. It's Oleg Homenko, Denis Shlega, and the last one was Serhiy Volinsky. He was the third famous of them. I guess he's from the Marines, if I'm not mistaken. It was one of the best days for months for me. And seeing their happy faces getting back to Ukraine, it was so awesome. And right now, it's touching for me to see them. Awesome. Their video makers are also doing a good job, I must say. They're playing on emotions. There's a photo of all of them, and you see, there's a guy in here, Andriy Yermak. He's the head of president's office. This guy I guess he will definitely be trying to become the next president someday. It's gonna be a far future, definitely, but he is. You must know who that is. But this guy, we have some questions for him. But he's doing a good job as a head of the president's office. So yeah, we'll talk about him in the future, definitely. He's gonna be one of Ukraine's politics figure in the future. I'm sure of that, because that guy is doing a lot to be on those photos, as you can see. Okay, I'm not saying anything. So one of the best moments that those 5 brave commanders who did the impossible, who spent 5 months, I guess, in Russian captivity, and then 9 months there in Turkey, far away from their regiments and brigades. They are warriors, it's something that they're good at and they wanted to do badly, but they were prevented from going back home and commanding it. So first thing they're gonna do, they're at least Azov guys, they will go there and they start digging into what's happening on the front lines, and they will start commanding their units, and they will be really a great help to our military because of their experience, because of their training. They are the best that we have, and I'm sure that our army will show even more great results there on the front line in the counteroffensive, thanks to these guys. These guys are elite of our army. Talk about Erdogan and position he's making, and do you think Putler will deal with him now? No, I guess Putler is a, how do you call it? Just a, actually I need to translate this word. It's interesting. He's pathetic, right? So here's a word, Ukrainian word, nikchema. Є таке слово, nikchema. So this is for him. Yes, let me translate it. Many probably knows this word. Let me choose the Ukrainian. Nikchema. Non-entity? Nobody? Nikchema. Yeah, he's kind of nothing. He only talks, and he's gonna cope. That dude's gonna cope with everything that we're gonna do to him, that Erdogan will do to him, that he's gonna, as Russians said, it's a quote, piss on Putin and on Russia by sending our soldiers back home. So yeah, Russia and Putin are gonna be shit on. They're gonna be pissed on because their methods is to choke, to suck it. I sincerely believe that they won't do anything to Erdogan, and believe me, they will continue that brain agreement. All those how do you call this? Damn it. all those... Oh shit, another word to translate. Okay, I'm getting tired, I guess. Погрози are threats. Oh my god, it's such an easy word for me. How could I forget it? All those threats that they're making to stop the agreement, the grain agreement, they won't uh, follow those threats. They will remain only threats, no actions, because Russia is all about this. They only do what they don't threat or announce. For example, exploding, sorry, the Kakhovka Dam or Zaporizhia nuclear power plant to blame Ukraine after that. Uh, but it's ridiculous. Ukraine couldn't do it because it was occupied territory, and Zaporizhia nuclear power plant is still occupied, and it was occupied since the first day of full-scale invasion. So those assholes will be just saying another nonsense that will be easily broken by any facts. Let me check who was asking me to say about something. That photo looks like Zelensky and what? Sorry, I missed it now. The Ukrainian basketball team heading back from a game. Well, it's a good joke, but I take it only serious. Sorry, I won't laugh because those guys are just the best, and they went through hell. They went through the worst. They survived, and they're strong, and they're gonna be doing that, continuing fighting, continuing killing orcs. Okay, guys, so what do we have here? Another news. I'm not showing it. Showing them to you. So CF90 are already in Ukraine. I'm not sure that I saved the video. By the way, I wanted to thank Greg for 5 coffees. Thank you so much, Greg. CF90, those vehicles, armored vehicles, brought to us by Sweden, if I'm not mistaken, or Denmark. One of those countries brought them to us, and I don't see it here. Yes, so let's begin from the beginning of the week, of course. So that a huge explosion in Makivka. It's actually a place I know. I know that abandoned building site. They haven't finished it in 90s, I guess, and it was huge. I know the district. I was passing by sometimes there when I lived in Makivka, and then they showed us this video. Let's speed it up a bit. 1.5x is going to be fine. So you see a lot of ammunition lying there, rockets. They are rockets for Grad systems. And then in the night, they launched, Ukrainian military launched something there. And it exploded. And look at this huge explosion. How it started. Just shooting at all sides, all those rockets. Of course, they damaged some buildings around. Oh my god, this huge explosion. Look at this. It happened. All those, yeah. So at some point, those explosions are happening, spreading fire all around, and collateral damage of civilians, unfortunately, being done to civilians too. But it's the consequence of Russian action. They place something close to apartment buildings too. But as I know, no people died from that. So Russians lost another huge storage of their ammunition. This was beautiful. This was in the night, and a nice firework. They will be losing more. So there's Makivka. Next day, I'm not sure that the same place, but yeah, a lot of ammunition storages, a lot of warehouse storages are being, no, not exploded, but destroyed lately. Okay, CV90s are Swedish, Rick. Thank you, Sweden. So it was Sweden, not Denmark. Okay, thank you, Charlie. They also, there's a lot of them been sent to us. Yes, dozens of them. Yes, so it's pretty good. How long will a visa let you stay in Ukraine? Are you asking me, Bobby? Because I live in Ukraine. I'm from Makiivka, that's near Donetsk, and I live in Kiev for the last years. So probably you're not asking me, right, Bobby? Yes. Um, you're absolutely right, Doc. Doc was saying what? Let me check. Doc. Caitlin, I'm sure Zelensky is the difference in the US response in 2022 compared to 2014. Got it. You're right. Okay, Mushroom Many just reminded about the PayPal for those who came to the stream and haven't heard about our fundraiser, what we are raising money for. We're raising money for the 5 stocks, rifle stocks for my friend El Greco. You see the photo on the screen right now. He is my friend who I really care about, and I really want to, yeah, I really want him to be safe there, and having a good stock is an accuracy, and it actually probably have something to do with the how do you call the if it dacha. Guys, does any of you know Ukrainian? Let me translate it just a second. So it's not efficiency, recoil. Yes, recoil might be reduced by a good stock too. So we're raising money for stocks. In total, we need 57,000. You see the progress button up here. Yeah, somewhere in here. In here, yes. The progress bar is Mm, yeah, it shows how much do we need. It's 57,000 and a half, and 25,789 were already raised. Hryvnias, of course. So it's only a half left, and I guess we're gonna be closing it. We have enough money to close it, but I propose to send the rest of the money to Halina because her med kits are. I mean, she have a lot of requests lately, and the ingredients, sometimes she doesn't have enough money to buy all the ingredients, so I propose to help her today with that. The remaining sum that we're gonna raise we'll send to Helena. Are you okay with that, guys? We've been doing it here, so I guess there are gonna be no objections. Yeah, there's gonna be no objections, I'm sure of it, but if you have some, please put it in the chat so I will see, because these are your donations and you gotta decide. Greg Watkins says, Thankshill was wondering that myself. I'm missing something then? Mushroom Many is saying probably helps with the weight, and telescoping stock makes it more flexible. Got it, Many. Thanks, Doc. Doc was saying B-type visas are a maximum of 1 year or another period, depending on supporting documents. Short-term C-type visas are issued 90 days. We forgot to talk about Janine's visa. Yes. So Bobby Newan, yes, I'm in USA, was answering that. Okay, guys, if you have questions for me, don't forget to tag me in the beginning of your message. Thank you. Hey, Rick, and everyone, says Barry. Hey, Barry, happy to see you. How are you doing? I guess you, hey, you gotta be sleeping, so you're gonna be sleeping after some time now, right? Okay. Let me see if I missed some messages. Rick, is he holding a R301 carbine? Yeah, just AK-74 carbine, I guess. The typical one. Hey, by the way, I guess Aussie T bought me 20 coffees. Thank you very much, Aussie. And I also wanted to mention that Susan, by the way, Susan Niffen, are you here? right now because I saw your messages today before, but I'm not sure if it was today. So, yes, Susan was sending another, let me check, 30 coffees, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to be sending them to Alina, I guess, because we're going to close the fundraiser for El Greco today, and we're going to be, I'm going to be doing that too. Nils, how you doing, by the way? Hello. See your messages. By the way, Chris Alande, hello, welcome. I've noticed your messages, but I haven't replied. I actually haven't replied to to a few messages today only. So hi everyone who I haven't been replying to. Yes. By the way, Nikita Makashov, I see you. Hi, how you doing? Let me know. He's saying прикольно, which is cool. By the way, the word прикольно is the one that who that Dmytro Karpenko is usually using in the interview. He's asking prisoners of war, прикольная страна у вас? Like, do you have a cool country? Is it cool? Is it cooler? He's constantly using that. Okay, guys. Talking about buy me coffee, I mentioned mentioning it a lot. Yes, mention it a lot. So I have a buy me coffee. Hey, by the way, I haven't changed the HIMARS. Have you noticed the HIMARS being finished today? Here it is. Here it is up there. So it's been finished 2 days ago by Eugen. Thank you very much, Eugen, for all 5 weapons for our armory. So you guys can also become a HIMARS, but I must say it's pretty expensive. So the HIMARS, we currently don't have HIMARS, but we had one once. So HIMARS is here. I still need to set the picture. Definitely will do it. I'm gonna do it actually right now. Just give me a second. I hope I've logged in there. Yes, I'm logged in, so just give me a minute and I'm gonna change it. So I have 5 tiers here. HIMARS is the most expensive, so the best way to support me and my channel is to buy a membership there on Buy Me a Coffee. So if you guys want to do it someday, I will be really grateful. Thank you very much. I just need to change the picture. What do you think about HIMARS? I also haven't added it to the YouTube emojis yet. Sorry for that, but I will be doing that later. I always have a lack of time preparing for the stream. Charlie saying, Rick, maybe I can add them as stickers on the Discord server. Will you send them to me on Telegram? Yeah, sure, Charlie. It's a great idea. By the way, guys, our Discord server is working. If you want to join it, we have a lot of channels, interesting channels there. Not channels, but sections, right? So I will kindly ask one of the moderators to send it to the chat. By the way, I see Timothy says looks great. Thank you, Timothy. It looks really good, Rick, says Charlie. Yes, thank you. It's HIMARS o'clock. Yeah, it is. And yes, I wanted to set the picture. Just give me another minute. Discord, please send it, but it's also in the description of this stream. Always there in the bottom, I guess. Okay, memberships, the picture. Let me do this. Just a minute. Levels. Go in there. I'm not distracting myself anymore. Do it right now. Uploading it in a second. Almost there. Looking for it on my PC. I'm gonna be commenting. Might sound ridiculous, but whatever. Aha, here it is. I found it. I found it. Awesome. I will need to, I guess, still change it because it's not the full picture. Yeah, I remember that we've done something with Eugen to do that, to make it fit. So yeah, we'll get back to it, but update it like that for now. Pressing updates and updating the page in here. Let's see. Yes, we have a HIMARS, but it's not gonna be full yet, just a part of it. Just in a few days, we're gonna correct it. Awesome. Thank you all for your patience. Let's move on. Talking about HIMARS and HIMARS o'clock, have you seen the superhero there that is called Captain HIMARS? Have you seen it? Have you seen him? Not it. Just a second. He is here somewhere, sending the rockets to Russians. I've seen him. Cluster munitions. Oh yeah, that butthurt of Russians. Here it is, HIMARS o'clock. So let's watch the video. Have you heard about him? Anyone will tell me that before I launch the video, please? Jan Bure, right? Is it the correct name? Thank you, Rick. Another great stream. Jeanine, all your best and safe travels. You got this. Another angel warrior. Take care, stay safe and courageous. Yes. Thank you, Jeanine. And thank you, Jan Bure. Слава Україні, героям слава, Jan Bure. Did Dormont? Yes. No? Captain HIMARS. Captain HIMARS, lol, definitely seen him. Yeah, so he sent the new video. This week he sent the video to Russians. The message. Yeah, actually, not only the video. Let's listen to it. Okay. There are gonna be some subtitles, I think.
Русский солдат, меня зовут капитан
But it's fast, let's move
HIMARS.
slower.
Я держу свое слово. Я не бью по располагам тех секторов, откуда я получаю координаты бронетехники из складов с БК. Тебе продолжают врать, что хаймарсов практически не осталось. Посмотри, в каких условиях мы храним на оттяжке хаймарсы. Это военные объекты, построенные еще в Советском Союзе. Им не страшны даже ядерные удары. С начала войны не было уничтожено ни одной системы хаймарс. Русский солдат, продолжай отправлять мне координаты целей, и тогда смерть не обрушится на тебя с неба. В огонь!
Yep. So he mentioned that Russians are given the coordinates to Ukrainian army of their warehouses, of storages of ammunition, and he asked them to keep doing that, and he will not kill them. I mean, not send rockets on their heads if they will be helping. So this is happening. Russians are giving up those positions themselves, those coordinates. And Captain HIMARS also showed the bunker, one of the bunkers where they keep those HIMARSes, right? He told us and to Russians that they are being stored in those facilities that were built in Soviet Union, and they can withstood the attack of the nuclear warhead. So they're pretty safe. They're keeping them underground, pretty smart, and now it's kind of disclosed. I mean, we thought about that. I thought that this is how it's happening, but we had no proofs. Now it's kind of proof, considering Captain HIMARS is official UA military man, just like Captain America was a member of US Army. Actually, I don't like that superhero. Captain America is definitely far from my favorite. Thank you so much for a gifted membership, Nils. And I also forgot to mention a lot of memberships. I was busy talking to Janine and CF Beauty, of course, but yeah, I haven't mentioned that. Thank you so much for all the gifted memberships that were given today. Thank you, guys. Rick, by the way, excellent translation of Prisoner of War Conversation. Thank you so much, Mani. Yeah, I will mention it too here right now. Let's see it. My channel, I posted the new dub, and what I really like about it is that this guy is pretty conscious, but you can see that he actually, as many Russians, as most of them, He cares only about himself and maximum his family, his sister, his mother. But he doesn't care about Russians. He doesn't give a fuck. It's something that Russian propaganda is teaching them, to care about themselves, to be, to not unite, because uniting is dangerous for their regime. And this Russian guy says that I won't say anything to my countrymen. I will simply, yeah, he said that he will be. Okay, just a second. I have a great word in my mind, but I forget it. Just a second. Dissuade. Yes, he will dissuade his countrymen to not go here. But I don't think he will do it with many of them. Maybe a couple of friends, yes. But they have an expression which each of them says that everyone has its own head and they must think with their own head. Every fucking Russian said that. He said, "You must not come here, but if you will, you gotta think with your head." Oh my god, it annoys me so much every time they say that stupid phrase that means that they actually won't try to dissuade anyone, that everyone should come here and try it for themselves. It pisses me off, really. Assholes. Oh my god. Rick, by the way, excellent translation. Yeah, I've commented on that. Reading the same messages again. I just see me tagged and I instantly start reading the messages. I saw a Ukrainian lad in occupied territory gave coordinates of the Russian troops. He was with Storm Shadow Strike. Awesome. Awesome. And yes, a lot of our civilians there, most of them, I must say. They don't want Russians there. This is why they are also given the coordinates of their bases, of their warehouses and storages, of their ammunition, and of course, of their headquarters. So thank you very much, partisans. You are the best of us. You are risking your lives just the same as our soldiers risking them. Best of us civilians. I mean, of course, soldiers, in my opinion, are definitely the best. Okay. I missed a lot of messages there. As House in Trees said, on a ship, then transferred to ground artillery. RF is clowns. Yeah, they are clowns. 50 feet. Okay. I always thought that think with your own head meant don't listen to propaganda. Well, in Russian case, it means to like pass the responsibility from yourself and say that I don't care about that dude. He has his own head. He must think with his own head. So when they say that, they mean this. Believe me, I've listened to few hundreds of those interviews and I know what they mean. So I hope I answered your kind of question, Doc. Tell me, do you agree with me? And do you believe me when I'm saying that that's what they mean? I don't know anything about politics. Oh, yeah, that's one of the narratives that they constantly repeat. And actually, they did what? Russian propaganda made them think that politics is something dirty, that politics is something that you should not stick your nose at, that politics must be avoided at any cost, and this is it. They've just convinced them in not being interested in politics. They are scared of politics, I must say. This is it. Brainwashed heads. Yeah. Thanks, Rick. Of course I believe you. Thank you, Doc. We are small people. Oh yeah, one of those best not best best narratives. Yes. So we are small people. We cannot leverage anything. We cannot influence anything, and everything is decided. Decided instead of us. Yes, for us. Yes, it's decided for us. Figure it out for yourselves. Yeah. I know some peeps thinking with their head. It's not between their shoulders, says Tonet. Yeah, unfortunately. The lack of interest in other is indeed concerning. This is it, yeah. That's what Russian propaganda and Soviet propaganda taught us. Everyone, unfortunately. Um, and I must say, even me, and I was fighting it before I realized. Yeah, so that's the work I should have done on myself. Of course, there's a lot of people who are not influenced by that, but I thought so too. Yes, back in the days, I was taught. Unfortunately, I was taught that I'm a small person, but fuck no. I'm not. I don't agree with that, and I decided that I won't be a small person, and I will change everything. And thank you so much for believing in me, guys. And I think I'm not a small person anymore. Maria says, when I was a kid, a local granny taught me if you are with a Russian, keep a knife next to you. Oh, yeah, those bastards are always trying to backstab us. Cheryl is saying, actually answering to Nikki. Prigozhin, you must have wanted to say Prigozhin. Yes, Nikki Prigozhin is kind of like that. He tries to be political now, but it takes a big effort, goes against the grain. Yeah, it is, I agree. Вони говорять, я apolitical, бля, says Charlie. Yeah, they are, блядь, apolitical, and that's the problem. I actually realized it only after the full-scale invasion that it's a huge fucking problem around the world, I must say. A lot of people around the world are apolitical, and that's the problem. It's not only in Russia, it's not only in Ukraine, it's everywhere. Some people are apolitical, and we must make them political, guys, because we're doomed if they are. Duncan says we each have rare elements in us that only come from a star. You're part star. Well, I don't like that word, sorry, because it just associates with those glamorous stars and all of those celebrities, and yeah, I don't want to become one of them. I want to be, yeah, but okay, whatever. You understand. You probably understand what I mean. Okay, that makes a lot of sense then, Maria. Maria says near FL is Finland. Yeah, Finland-Russian border. Chris, one day. Greg was saying sounds like a pretty smart granny. Yeah, I agree with that. Okay, let's go back to the news. Captain Heimars, thank you for this message. So it was Independence Day this week. And here, do you know the statue, the huge statue, just like your Statue of Liberty? We have the Mother Homeland statue here in Kiev, and it's fucking huge. And it was colored in Ukrainian flag and then in American flag, U.S. flag, for a minute. Were like a solidarity with U.S. On U.S. Independence Day. So happy belated Independence Day, USA. Thank you for all the support you're giving us. It's really valuable. Thank you very much. Without this support, we'd be in far worse situation. But it could be better, I must say. F-16s, please, please, guys. F-16s are really needed, and ATAC MS. ATAC MC. MS, yes. ATACMS, as some call them. I'm not sure that it's a right word. That's it. Hey, by the way, do you want me to do Dmitro Karpenko's voice as I do it there during the dubs? Because I just saw the message from Hada. I love your translations of Zolkin. Please, if you get time, anytime do one of the guy captured by the RDK in Belgorod who the governor refused to take back. Oh yeah, I've been watching that one today, but unfortunately I won't be able to translate it because Mm, it is now getting blocked by Zolkin by the copyrights. All the interviews he launches after March the 3rd, if I'm not mistaken, they've been blocked. So I now cannot do anything that's been going out since March the 3rd, year 2023. That's it. Yeah, we gotta work on Zolkin so he will provide us with the permission to repost them, but for now I cannot do it, unfortunately. So let's go next. What did I miss? Let me check. Caitlin R said awesome. Beautiful. Yeah, you were talking about the statue. Uh, that statue is amazing, says Mashumani. Yes, it is, definitely. When you come to Kyiv, guys, you definitely gotta see it because it's huge. And not that big as your Statue of Liberty, but it's still impressive. I definitely recommend you to go there. Okay, so got any pilots ready? They are actually delaying. Our Western partners started delaying the what do you call it? Training for pilots. And only this week it was agreed with Netherlands. I guess Zelensky told us that it was agreed the dates of training starting were agreed. Yes. Wow, this is a very kind of Ukraine. It is an honor to see it as an American, says Many. Thank you, Many. We really appreciate you and your support. And you personally, Manny, you've been showing extremely big support to me and this channel, and involvement and interest in Ukraine and everything Ukrainian. It's just priceless. Thank you very much. Also, 90 people just oh not 90, 10 people just dropped off. I wonder if any streams have started or what it is. Can you imitate a vatnik? Yeah, I can. I will probably do it, but I'm not sure that I want to do it now. Probably you will remind me about this later. Okay, let me see. Rick, did Ukraine get promised ATACMS yet? No, we haven't been promised ATACMS. Doc, you would think being in the Navy would make that different. Doc, what am I missing? Okay. Wow, that is, yeah, beautiful. And you were laughing. I thought the wings and beards actually make him look a little better. Huh, what are you talking about? You were who it was trying to talk to Chris. For some reason, you dropped your name in the transmission. I don't know what you're talking about, Greg. Probably I'm missing something. Sorry. The monument was beautiful on the 4th of July. UA plus USA flags. Yeah, Carol V. It was definitely beautiful. I mean, it was so beautiful. What channel was it on? I'll search for it. Okay, those clusters will help on the front line. Yeah, they will definitely help. And cluster munition is not actually something new to this war. It's been used by Russia since day one. And of course, those vatniks are now using the damn stupid propaganda narrative that it is against Geneva Convention and all that shit. But to be honest, it's something that they started doing first, and they are using it every day, the cluster munition. And now we're just gonna have a bit more of it because we had our own cluster munition and actually was already provided by some European partners. And now we're gonna have the cluster munition, just more of it, And we had some how do you call it? Yeah, Soviet Union cluster munitions that left from Soviet Union. So both sides been using it during this war, but our military was using it only on Russians, on their positions, and Russians been using it against civilians as they usually do. Fucking Russians. Okay, missing a lot of messages again, but I will catch up. Okay, Cassia Kondraki says, Attackant, can you give more info? I'll contact my Congress members. Attack MS, I guess, that those rockets for HIMARS. At a mums. No, at attackums, yes. That's it. By the way, welcome to the stream, Cassia. I think you're new here. Can you tell us how did you know about this channel? I'm just curious. I don't think you can post links here, says Ann Hill. Maybe you cannot, but we usually do that. Maybe it's moderated thing or something like that. The shield starts in 34 minutes, says Aussie. Okay, Aussie T. So we still have time. Are the attackums promised now? Nope, they haven't been promised. Not sure if I misheard earlier too, but the Motherland Monument towers over the Statue of Liberty. Yeah, it is actually kind of copying it, if that's what you meant. Mercado Media posted the video, said Silver Earth. So is this the like one of the reasons that people dropped off? I mean, yeah, okay, great. Almost 200 likes. Yeah, guys, let's do 200. Let's see. Let's get back to the stream. So great. Actually, I'm happy that we were able to talk about the dub today, about the interview with Russian prisoner of war. So thank you for asking questions about that. 209 likes already. Great job, guys. Hit a like if you haven't done it yet. Thank you. Let me see. Wow, that's awesome. Okay, Armand, now I see. Annie Wilk, how are you doing? Okay. Another 2 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, OCT. They haven't been given to anyone though, I see. Rick, what punk rock bands did you used to listen to when you were learning English? Okay, first, and yeah, I guess Rise Against was one of the most influential back then for me. Not right now, but what else? Green Day, yes. Then Sum 41. What else? Of course, Anti-Flag. That kind of power. They're much more, how do you call it, legit among punks than those Green Day, for example. But anyway, they're a good punk rock bands. Tell me, guys, do you like those bands? What else? Let me check my playlist real quick. Do you count Taking Back Sunday a um as a what? My parents are distracting me. Dad, I remember. Yes, and I already congratulated my aunt with her birthday, and I will say it again. My aunt, happy birthday. I wish you good health and strength to fight Russians. My aunt is badass. She is fighting Russians. I mean, like not on the front line, but with her words. I won't say much. Maybe she doesn't want me to say that, so I'll say just that. So another bands. I was talking about bands. Let me check. Linkin Park is not a punk rock band, right? Right. And System of a Down 2, they are alternative. And you were asking me about punk rock bands. I definitely have a lot more of them, but nothing comes to my mind and I cannot find them on my playlist. So let's keep it that for now. Okay, who else was tagging me there? Kasia Kondraki says, found the dub interviews and have watched in a while, but not on any lives. My name is Polish. Lol pronounced Kasia. Aha, it's Kasia, not Kasia. Kasia. Okay, Kasia. And do you live in Poland or somewhere else? And were you born in Poland? I'm really curious. I'm curious about my viewers, followers, community members. Tell me. It's really interesting to me. Kasia, nice to meet you. Thanks for all you do. You're welcome, and thank you for being interested in it. Thank you very much. Okay. Polska, dziękuję. Yes, Charlie, I dziękuję too. Green Day Rocks says Silver Earth. Yes. Rick, Lublю Green Day. Went to see them live in London. Wow, that's cool. Totally would seen you at a Vans Robbed tour concert. Hell yeah, my type of music. Awesome. I would count is as a pop punk, maybe emo later on. Yeah, I actually have listened to, for example, My Chemical Romance is one of my favorite bands, and they were kind of emo style. Yeah, they weren't a punk rock, so I can relate to that too. Happy birthday to Rick's aunt. Yes, thank you. If you want a gifted membership, you need to click the green box, turn on gifting. Yes, guys, don't forget to do that. Click the green box and turn on, and then you'll automatically receive one that is lying there and not being given to anyone. Okay. Annie Wilk says, doing okay, Rick, the Ukrainian, shucking corn, frying kovbasa. Kovbasa. I like it. It's a Ukrainian thing. Making a mess in the kitchen. And Hill, no problem. Happy to share. Okay. Shell Waitley, there was a Senate resolution to provide ATACMS. I think Lindsey Graham headed it. Yeah, unfortunately, those resolutions are not being passed usually. They do them like every month, but they're still not moving to president for a sign. And I know there are many steps that must be passed, right? Not an expert on that. Rise Against, very nice. No FX, Rancid, Bad Religion, Real Mackenzies were my go-to bands, says Hubert. Yeah, Hubert, unfortunately I'm not I weren't listening much to the old school punk rock bands like for example Bad Religion, the one I've heard of, because I kind of don't like the style of their sound. I'm probably, I don't know why, just not my style, but a lot of we had a lot of local bands here. For example, I was a friend of a band that was called Своё мнение. It translates from Russian like own opinion, like my own opinion, something like that. They were amazing. It was also melodic hardcore, melodic, yeah, it was melodic hardcore, so it was like kind of harder than punk rock. And the their lyrics were, oh my god, they were amazing. And they still are someday. Yeah, if you want me, Hubert, find me on our Discord and message me. I will send you a few of their songs if you're interested. I recommend you to listen to them, and I will provide the translations maybe someday, because they are very strong. Thank you. Okay, Holy Oblation said, Rick, just liked your stream. I'm sorry, but my wife and I watch you all the time streaming on my TV, so we've been cheating you out of like and view each time. Oh, thank you very much. But you haven't been messaging because it's not comfortable to do from TV, right? Okay, awesome. Good to know that you were here. Awesome. Nice to meet you. And I see you have been gifted a membership, so welcome. Welcome to the membership team, right? Community system. Yeah. SE sounds great. Okay. Pretoria, you guys say. What is it? Green Day, Good Riddance is the title. Pretoria Mountain View. Thank you, OCT. I used to live there. Got it, got it. Born in Poland, grew up in Canada, says Hubert. Awesome, Hubert. Thank you for the info. Let me move on. Nice, beautiful place and people, yes. Chicagoland, born, it's Chicago, right? In Wrocław, pre-World War II, Kozlov, now Kozliv. Awesome. So it's occupied territory if it's Kozliv or not. I mean, by Russians. Sorry. If it's pre-World War II, so I think it could be it could be occupied territory by Russians. Prodigy made some excellent music. Yeah, I agree. Awesome music. Rick, play Trick and Nicky, Ride for Ukraine for the People. I don't know what it is, sorry. Born in Texas, live in the desert, California, says Bobby Newman. Awesome, thank you for sharing. When you stated it's daylight, I see by your window sun's gone down. Yeah, Greg. I usually start doing it near the sunset and we lose the light. But I have those circle lights here. Yep. a bit of a, how do you call it, sneak peek? But not in this case, just a peek on a circle light. So, sorry, my inactivity. I'm at the hospital, says Ehben. Oh, Ehben, how do you feel? Is it okay? Please let me know. But I guess guys already asked you about that. I hope you're okay. Born and bred in a land down under, says Aussie. Shields and Starsky start at 3:15, so in 20 minutes. Oh gosh, I'm gonna lose half of the stream, maybe all of you guys, but I will still be going for some time. Okay, Tonnerre says, Rick, you showed me a group, not punk, but I've fallen in love. Glass Animals. Oh yeah, Glass Animals is something that I discovered around no, not 5, yeah, probably maybe 4 years ago, some around that time. Yeah, they're amazing. Not punk rock, definitely. They're mostly electronic music and soul music also, but they are just amazing. It's too much better here. I was in Centurion about 7 years ago and it sucked. So clean here and things just work, says Pat Chellin. Pat Chellin, you told us today on the stream, I saw that message, that you're from South Africa too, right? Awesome. My brother says that he needs to go, and yeah, my cousin. We in here in Ukraine we call cousins brothers and sisters. We call them двоюрідний or троюрідний or чотириюрідний and stuff like that. So двоюрідний brother is a cousin. So my cousin told me that he needs to go, and let me find that message. Where did it go? Damn it. I'm missing so many messages. Thank you for the activity, guys. Yeah, that's it. He was happy to see me and was glad to be here as a guest on the stream. If you can still hear me, Nikita, thank you so much for coming. Love you, brother, and hug you too. Bye. Okay, so too many messages. I'm gonna start reading. Hubert says, awesome, will do, Rick. Thank you very much. I'm gonna be starting reading probably only tagged messages. Rick, set you a Ukrainian section on the Discord. Got it. Okay. For music. Okay, we have a music section there. Yes. Rick, could you please discuss about Konstantin? People send him dollars, but he doesn't help Ukrainians dying and suffering. Some of his supporters are in this chat. Custom Fantasy Hot Wheels. I must say that I don't want to be that kind of a blogger who confronts other bloggers, but I must say that I don't see that if some Russian is supporting only himself, he doesn't have my respect, because I respect only Russians who support us Ukrainians to win this war, and especially if they're fighting on the front lines. If people are making money out of this, out of just you know out of just this war, then it's the responsibility of the people who are supporting them, who are sending them donations. Of course, of course, people can feel sympathy for some Russians who's been, kind of a, how do you call this? Not hitchhiking, but doing what? Finding their destiny somewhere abroad. But I don't trust them, any of them. We Ukrainians don't trust Russians. Only I say only those, and even those who are actually fighting for us right now, like Russian Voluntary Corps and Legion Freedom of Russia. They are still, we still have doubts in them, and we still are very, how do you call it? Let me check the word. I forgot the word. Підозрілий? Suspicious. Yeah, we are. Like no, they are suspicious to us or something like that. Yeah, I guess you understand what I mean. So, yeah, I will dodge that topic. I will just say my opinion on that. I will say that of course you can support anyone you want. It's your right, and of course those guys. Uh, I don't know. I personally won't ever support any Russian, but I'm Ukrainian and I understand how it is and what they are. And unfortunately, not only those who come to kill us, but also those who are trying to seem like uh, liberals. You know, those for example, those fans of Navalny who say actually, the situation with Kakhovka Dam is not that certain. Not everything that simple. Ukraine could be also behind that. For fuck's sake. If they say something like that, they are playing for Putin, and they are nothing better than Russian propagandists. So that's it. Be careful. Be careful with Russians. Every Russian, even if that Russian is. Saying that he's against Putin's regime, it still is not very certain. I mean, he could be against that regime, but how the hell did he help or she helped Ukraine? That's it. That's my opinion. Hugh G says, "Привіт, моя дружерік. Do you think Russia can sustain their war long term? They need to rot in hell. Дякую від Канади." Thank you, Canada. Thank you for helping us. Wolves and sheeps close in, says Martin Lai. Yeah, a lot of them like that. And they're fucking imperialists. They want their Russia to still be like an empire. They don't understand that stop being the threat to all the world, they must stop being an empire. And they don't see a problem in there. They don't realize it, and they will still be imperialists. So this is it, guys. Be careful with them. Constantine said it was an organized damn failure, not mining from within. Oh my god. Really? Organized damn failure? How? How can you organize a damn failure? But done by who? Most importantly, what does he said about about that dam. Tell me. Maybe I still will be that person. Uh, I see also people dropping off. Maybe fans of Constantine. I'm not sure, or Russians. Sorry, guys. I cannot be talking about Russians with respect. This is not something after their country done to us, and they're actually in centuries. I see the history, the real history. Lately, I discover a lot of things. What Russians been doing us for, like with us, with Ukrainians for centuries. How they've been committing genocide, and yeah. Armand is only sending stickers. Armand, what do you think? Because they are confusing me. You're sending likes and then you send this face like So I'm confused. Totally understandable. Got it. Now I am. Fans of the shills, Rick. Okay. Shills is beginning. So they're dropping off. I must say that shills is yeah, it's a great channel that is doing a great job, and I am kind of a fan of it too. I'm not watching it a lot, unfortunately. I don't have time, but I'm actually a fan of their work. Russophiles, not welcome. Yes, Many. Many is one of the people who understand me totally about Russians and how they really are. And unfortunately, a lot of people um, at West don't understand that. By the way, Electric Dog said, "News up, awesome, Electric Dog, welcome. I hope you enjoy what you just heard about Russians." Hubert was saying, "Well said, Rick. What have they done for Ukraine?" Yeah, what the fuck have they done to atone the sin of their people, like of the whole peoples, of Russia, of their damn empire that has been tearing us apart for centuries and for the last 9 years. Nick Owen, welcome. Hi, how are you doing? Also, yeah, getting back to messages, to the previous messages. Hello, what is a stock? Was and asking Hugo Figueres. It's like a, how do you call this? The part of the rifle that sticks to your shoulder, sticks to your shoulder when you shoot to suspend the recoil. So that's the stock. Yes. I received my NAFO Starsky patch today. Oh yeah, Tana, you were sending it to me. It was awesome. Congratulate you with that. I'll see you there, Rick's going to have to wrap it up and join the party. I have to go now. See you all next week, Rick. Thank you. It wasn't me saying. It wasn't me. I know that you cannot hear me already, but thank you for being here. And that's it. Cheryl Waitley was saying Zach the Russian and Artem the Russian dude are the best of the lot. They do support Ukraine, at least financially. Well, financially supporting Ukraine is also good. So I thank them for that if they really do that. Okay. Just a second, getting to messages again. There's a theory that the dam broke because a part from the dam broke away a few days before. No, that's a total fucking bullshit. It was not days. Russians destroyed that one during the counteroffensive in November. Yes, when Ukrainian army was liberating Kherson. So what? So that's a total bullshit version. They were definitely mining it and exploding it. Silver Earth said, I understand 100% about Constantine. Got it. I guess my version, right? my opinion. Lectrin Dog says, Rare Constantine, actions speak louder than words. Yeah, he said it himself. Silver Earth, the ones defending him here do not see that. Well, Hugh G says Constantine is hard to read. He seems sad about the situation and ashamed of Russia, but still curious to know what he does with the money. Yeah, but whatever. I'm not curious. I just, yeah, I just want every Russian to be realizing that their empire should become a number of countries, and it's inevitable to stop them from tearing apart and terrorizing different parts of the world, and especially their neighbors like Ukraine or Georgia. They still need to deoccupy the territory of Georgia and Moldova. Motherfuckers, I hate Russians so much. You know what I mean when I say that, right? You know what I mean. Custom Fantasy Hot Wheels shows what kind of people they really are. I think you guys have bought more memberships than we have people going to have recruit some more. Yeah, definitely. Great stream. Glad I could watch. Thanks, chat. Says Cinnamon. Cinnamon, are you going away already today? Thank you so much for being here with us. You're always welcome, and thank you for donations, by the way. By the way, we had no more donations, I guess, but the fundraiser is still going. So if you guys want to donate some more, a few dollars for Halina, because I guess we already have enough to close the fundraiser. Oh, by the way, Christine sent another $20 with a comment. Give me a second. Slava Ukraini, Героям Slava. Yes, Героям Slava. Christine, thank you so much. $20. Yes. So right now we have $1,095.70. They will all be sent to El Greco's fundraiser today, and all that will be left will be sent to Halina, my friend who makes the medkits, NATO standard medkits. One medkit costs $200. This is why it costs her a lot. She's doing it for her own money, and unfortunately, it's not enough lately. So we're gonna help her too. Okay. There are so many people in Russia. They really they could have done something about the war. Yeah, you're right, Armand. He goes on vacations. Uh-huh. Got it. I don't go on vacations. I work for 1 year and a half. For fuck's sake. But I'm not Russian. Thank you, God, I'm not Russian. By the way, Russia was responsible for maintenance and repair of the dam. They failed. If they didn't occupy it in the first place, this wouldn't be happening at all. So that's, even if that stupid version of it being getting down just by itself wouldn't be happening if they didn't occupy it and then exploded one of the piece of it. And oh my god, this is also ridiculous. Russia is the reason that dam was destroyed, one way or another, and talking about it is just helping Russia to spread its stupid fucking narratives. Okay, I'm reading the comments. Either way, Russia, was responsible for maintenance. I've read this one in German news. There were videos like 2 days before the dam broke fully. where a part was broken away. That part was broken in November. I've already told you that. Konstantin plays on people's sympathy to fund his lifestyle in Tashkent, says Hedda. Probably maxed out the water level before the busting of the dam. Duncan Stewart says, I will stay here with you. I can catch Starsky later by opening the shell stream and it loads from the very start. Yeah, awesome. Thank you very much for staying here with me, Duncan Stewart. Duncan Stewart, by the way, you've told me that you cannot have the membership in your country. This is why you still don't have a membership. I'm so sorry. Okay, Hungry Ghost. Hello, how are you doing? I'm wondering, last week was the jar about 5 stocks and the camera for 85,000 Rimnam at all? This week, only 5 stocks for 5,000. Yeah, the camera. What about the camera? Did I miss anything? Yeah, Susa, the camera. I told about it, told the people about it in the beginning of the stream, that camera was brought by the fellow Ukrainian voluntary organization. Actually, my friend works there, and they're gonna provide El Greco with camera. Maybe they've already sent it to him. So yeah, minus camera, we don't need that much, but it's gonna be plus one boots, one good boots for a size, for a huge feet size, for El Greco's brother in arms. So it's plus 7,000 and a half. So now it's 57,500. That's it. That's the explanation. Thank you, Ricky, says America Cortez. It's Rick. I actually don't like Ricky very much, but anyway, welcome, America Cortez. I don't care if you call me Ricky. I just tell you if it's how do I prefer it? How I prefer it. Can you translate Marcus, please? Marcus. Oh, Marcus is an amazing guy. But unfortunately, I don't have time. If I will have enough members here on YouTube and there on Buy Me a Coffee, someday I will be able to translate many more different videos and dub them. But for now, I also need to work at my primary job at IT company, and it takes a lot of time as I'm leading a small mini team there. So, that's it. So if you guys considering supporting me on Buy Me a Coffee by becoming a member, here are different tiers here. It's in the description of the channel, and moderators are sending it to the chat time to time. So yeah, if you considering supporting me through that, I will be really grateful. Thank you. Okay. Great work, family. Yes, I agree, Aussie. America, turn on gifting. Yes, get that gift. I'm getting pretty late with your messages. Sorry. Although a raid and the occupation of the Transnistria People's Republic would shake things up, not in NATO and fair game, 22,000 tons of supplies and 1,500 orcs of questionable readiness to trade power. Sorry, but I've been talking about it today already. I will be moving on. Oh, am I getting tired? I'm reading the messages, your messages. This is why I'm quiet. Rick, our city mayor is calling to rename the street where the Russian embassy is to Zelensky Boulevard. Amazing. I'm serious. Hard. Hope it works out. Yeah, Godspeed with that. Rick, thank you for answering. I was a little late today in the stream. No problem, Susan. Happy to have you here. Okay, Charlie. Is Roman? Got it. Well said, Rick. He doesn't help. Armchair protests outside of Russia do not count. Yeah, they definitely do not count. Thank you, Custom Fantasy Hot Wheels. Yeah, for bringing it up. It's actually still, if he said that dam was fallen by itself, Constantine, then I don't respect that dude. I must say that he's playing along for Putin, and that was enough for me, if he really said that. Oh, the Surreal Taco was asking me, did you play Zelensky's speech today? It has English subtitles. No, I didn't. I haven't. And yeah, I probably won't be doing it today, sorry. Let's go. Hugh G, I'm proud to be a Canadian. Think it's me that is slow, Armand said. Okay. Bye, guys. See you at the part. A few there already. Bye, Greg. Thank you for coming. Take care. Yes. Thank you all for joining us today, says OCT. Yeah, OCT, are you not going away, right? Okay, we gotta see a few more videos, guys, definitely. And if you are willing to send a few more bucks for Halina, it will be really appreciated. Thank you, guys. Okie dokie. Let's proceed. News. What is it? Hi, Mars. Explosions. Russians said that they neutralized one of the Storm Shadow rockets, but it seems it could be a training rocket or just, who knows, maybe a, how do you call it? Yeah, the training rocket. There are some versions like that. But maybe they really hit one of them. By the way, guys, there was a video about Patriots because we had a day. Oh my god, we had an air defense day here in Ukraine, and people noticed that in that video, the Patriot system operator showed the destroyed rockets, and there were also those 3 helicopters on the date when they destroyed them in Belgorod region, and one plane, you see, one Su-35 and 3 helicopters, those, how do you call it? Signal suspension, yes, helicopters. And yes, that's the proof that I've told you back then, remember, that it was a Patriot system. I was sure of it, and that's the proof it was a Patriot system. Okie doke. Bye, guys, said Greg Watkins. Yes. Soon, staying to the last minute. Okay, Aussie, thank you very much. I have to go. Sorry, says Ehbin. Ehbin, stay healthy, stay safe. I wish that you recover faster. Anything you have there? I missed, why are you in the hospital? If you still have time to tell me, please tell me. Seeing Zelensky on Snake Island was amazing. He is no bunker baby. Oh my god, yeah. Zelensky coming to the island was amazing. Great job, badass president. Thank you. I'm not gonna be making a huge event out of it, but it was a pretty brave act. Also, 5 coffees from Nikki. Nikki, thank you very much for 5 coffees. And actually, a great comment. I want to read it out loud. Give me a second. Yes. No, it's not working probably. Oh, no, it's working properly. Much love to you, Rick, also Ukraine, and all who helped to defend her. Yes, thank you very much. Well, thanks for the gift membership. Recently discovered Rick from his stream with Mercado Media. Greetings from Salem, Oregon, USA. Michael Parker. Michael, thank you very much for being here. And don't hesitate to ask your questions if you have some for me. Maybe you will discover something interesting. America Cortez says, love from Canada, Rick. Slava Ukraini. Heroям slava, America Cortez. Thank you for joining us. for becoming a part of our community, I hope. We also have a Discord, as you remember. And let's move on with the news. Guys, please send the Discord link to the chat. Thank you. Okay, what else do we have here? July the 3rd. The support of Russians. So Russian kids, when they were having their, how do you call it? Prom? Yeah, during their prom, when they were finishing the school, they grabbed the Wagner flag and went there on the street and started chanting Wagner, Wagner. So you see how simple Russians are not involved in war and they're not supported and they're so poor and we feel so sorry for them. That's they are, guys. Rick, Ben said his appendix burst. Oh my fucking god, appendix. So sorry. It's a pain. Fortunately mine is still here inside of me, so I haven't felt that pain, but I've heard about it and it's shit. Hey Ben, get better if you will listen to this in recording. I wish you a fast recovery. Pat Challenge says Zelensky is my hero and we are the same star sign. How he gets around unscathed is amazing. Yeah, so Zelensky, let's talk about Zelensky. This week he visited a lot of countries. He began with Bulgaria, where he started like not a dialogue, but even a fight, like not another fight with his fists, but with his mouth, with the Bulgarian president, who was actually, we can actually see the video. Let's watch. I'm gonna be translating.
Відбувається на Запорізькій станції, там відповіді всі є. Там не треба нічого вигадувати. Там питання не в дипломатії. Про що говорити про атом?
Yeah, he's saying what is happening on Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant is it's only facts there. There's nothing there's nothing to argue about. And
тому станції є дипломатичний діалог щодо станції. У МАГАТЕ діалог з Росією. Ось вам, будь ласка, дипломатія. А що ще потрібно використати? Скажіть, будь ласка. МАГАТЕ спілкується з Росією. ООН спілкується з Росією. Там замінована станція, на якій наші технічні люди працюють і ходять там 500 бойовиків. МАГАТЕ каже, не хочете України віддати? Там ж технічний персонал український. Так виведіть бойовиків, демілітаризуйте станцію, і буде МАГАТЕ слідкувати за цим.
Скажіть мені, he's saying that not decision, but fuck. Okay, so that president was saying that it's a conflict, it's not a war. It was calling this war a conflict, first thing. Then he was saying that Bulgaria must not give the weapons to Ukraine. And yeah, that's pretty outrageous, I must say. But that president is not actually supported by the government. The government is sending us weapons and supporting us. So Bulgaria is going to be doing more support. They also supported us in NATO, and it's a good sign. But I guess the most important is that USA is not supporting us being invited into NATO even after the war. As Biden said this week, he said that we can start talking about it after the war ends. So yeah, I think we will not get the invitation to NATO during this NATO summit, unfortunately. Though most of the NATO countries supported our membership in NATO, like right after the war, automatically, without any stupid things that weren't used when Sweden and those preparation plans, they used it for some countries. They haven't been using it with Sweden and with Finland. Yes, Finland was accepted to NATO without those procedures. So that's it. So Zelensky after that went to Czech Republic. Then he went to Turkey. In Czech Republic, we received some great things. Like, let me check what things. Cluster munitions, no, not there. In US. And Zaluzhny had his 50th birthday this week. Happy birthday, General Zaluzhny. You're the general Ukraine deserves. You're the best. Thank you very much. You're the commander-in-chief that Ukraine deserves, not just the general. Okay, so let's see. We gotta go to Zelensky's channel, definitely. 517 messages. Oh my god. I'm just not using this profile to read all this. And today Zelensky was with Duda in Ukraine. Duda came to Ukraine, to the western part, to Lutsk. We have Lutsk on the west of Ukraine. Zelensky, Czech Republic. Let me check it. Maybe I missed some country. Oh yes, Slovakia. After Czech Republic, Zelensky went to Slovakia, and Slovakia is now going to be producing some new artillery system together with developing, still not producing, but developing the producement of some new artillery system together with Ukraine. Awesome news. So, Czech Republic showed their huge support. I don't remember what weaponry they will provide, but the support is great as always. Let's go further. We don't have much time left to stream, and people are dropping off. 62 people are still there with us. It's a great result. 3 hours, and still 60 people are here. Thank you guys for staying here with us and not turning to the shills. Some of you are still here, but maybe you both you have both streams. I know a lot of people do that, so it's totally okay. Rick, what is your take on the Ihor Humaniuk incident? I actually don't know all the details. This is why I won't be talking about that. I think it's a tragedy because Sternenko was saying that that guy was actually going for the right cause, and he was trying to fight corruption and injustice in Ukraine, and he was choosing the methods, probably, in my opinion, not the best methods for it, using grenades, and this time he blown himself up in the court, I guess. And it's a tragedy that patriots of Ukraine are dying because they are trying to fight the system. Yeah, and he was trying to fight corruption. Ukraine. Unfortunately, we lost him. If to believe Sternenko, and I believe Sternenko, he was saying that. Okay, on the good news, Ukraine will have a faster approval process than some others have had, saving time. 2025 NATO. I hope so. Let's hope. Yeah, the next president of US won't be giving us troubles with that. Okay, also German Chancellor Scholz is unfortunately very reserved about Ukraine joining NATO. Also, most Germans are for Ukraine joining NATO. Yeah, that's fucked up. I must say that it's not a good thing. And France probably won't be a, how do you call it, an ally of that. I'm with you till the end, Rick. Thank you very much, Carl Green. Carl Green, yes, that's the right pronunciation of your name. Sorry. Nick Owen, Zelensky is an awesome leader. I agree. Yes. Hope Biden gets another term. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. I mean, it's gonna be great. But Biden, please give us a sign that we are gonna be accepted in NATO after this war, with no fucking exceptions. Please, we need this. We Ukrainians hope for it with. Oh my God, we hope for it so much. Hardcore fans, says Tone. Yeah, you are. Thank you, my hardcore fans. Well done, Czech Republic. Yes, I'm staying till the end, says Hubert. I have been fixing my lawnmower while listening. It was done 30 minutes ago. Awesome. Thank you, guys. The multi-religious groups prayer was touching, though. I don't do religion. Yeah, I don't do religion too. But it's great that different confessions are praying together in support of Ukraine. It's an act of unity. Sargarik says Germany will not stand in the way. Thank you, but we also need the support, and I really hope that Germany will support that, because I think in NATO, if at least one member will not support it, is not supporting it, it will not happen, right? I'm not sure though. Charlie says, I gotta head out now, guys. Thank you all for such a great stream. Thank you very much, Charlie. It's been definitely great, as always. And we love you, man. Have a great week. I really appreciate the variety of fundraisers from food to trucks, says Hubert, and sends me 5 coffees. Thank you very much, Hubert. Thank you for your 5 coffees. Bye, Charlie. Yes. Okay, so some news, but I also gotta pee. Please wait for me, guys. I'm gonna show you some video meanwhile. Give me a second. What do I have here for you? Oh, guys, 45 Ukrainian soldiers came back. Another great news this week, because I guess for a month exchanges weren't happening, and this time 45 Ukrainian soldiers came back to Ukraine. Those poor skinny soldiers, oh my god, they were crying and they were lying on the ground. Oh my god, I'm so happy for them, and I'm so actually sad for them that they had to experience all of that. Great fucking news. Rick, Germany makes the same fault as 2008 with Mrs. Merkel. Oh yeah, Mrs. Merkel is not respected by me and many Ukrainians because of that. I'm not personally as a German pro. I'm personally as a German pro Ukraine joining NATO. Okay, awesome, Susa. Thank you so much for this. Okay, what video should I give you? The video of soldiers is very short, but let it be it. God, he's so skinny. Should be back soon.
Слава Україні! Мы дома! Мы выжили! Слава Україні! Героям слава! Героям слава! Слава Україні! Мы дома! Мы выжили! Слава Україні! Героям слава! Героям слава! Слава Україні! Мы дома! Мы выжили! Слава Україні! Героям слава!
So you've probably been crying for all these 2 minutes. Sorry, guys. I hope not too much. Sorry. I won't be closing the window. I thought I should, but I gotta breathe. I feel better when I breathe. Oh, I hope they can recover. Some of them had empty eyes. Oh yeah, you're right. So fucking tragic. Kasha is saying, oh my god, I'm crying, so thankful they are free and can eat now. Yeah, it's hard to not cry, really. God, the difference between Russian POW and Ukrainian POWs when they are changed. Thankfully, those brave men are back home. They look more than half starved. So glad they are home. Rick, Germany makes the same fault. I've read this one. The guy on the ground was thin. Yeah, he was. Okay, guys, those men look so under nourishment, but they are so happy to be home. I hope they can heal properly and soon. Stephen Nemo or Stefan, thank you for this comment, for this message, and welcome to the stream. And thank you for messaging, because I know a lot of people are listening to the stream and comment to the stream every week, but are not messaging a lot. So I'm really grateful for every message in the chat, always. Do we have an original YouTube video link I can share? Actually, I'm not sure that it's on YouTube, because I've just showed it to you on Telegram. I mostly read the news there. So sorry, I can provide you only with Telegram link, but if you want this one, I will provide you with. Thank you. Thank you for watching this and for being, you know, with your heart. I mean, your heart was with this video, with us, with them. So the wigs of Prigozhin and different characters of Prigozhin, you've all seen those photos. It was funny and ridiculous. And this dictator, you remember the movie Dictator with Sacha Baron Cohen? He looks alike very much. Prigozhin, don't forget that he might be funny, he might be telling truth, but he's a war criminal, and this dude should be punished for all the war crimes that he did, for all hundreds and maybe thousands of lives that his organization, and some of them were killed by him personally, Ukrainian soldiers, Ukrainian civilians. That dude murdered a lot of them, and he doesn't deserve to walk freely the earth. So Lviv, this week, Ukraine was attacked by Russian rockets again, and what? And they've been hit in Lviv, and you see the destruction in Lviv. It's an apartment building, and 10 people died, and a lot were injured. Lviv is the western side of Ukraine, but Russian rockets can still hit there too. There's not enough Patriots, there's not enough air defense systems. We still need help. Ukraine still needs this, so please, more Patriots to Ukraine, more NSAM systems, more Iris-T systems, more modern systems. We need this, guys, because people keep dying. It happens multiple times every week. What else happened this week? Can you imagine, one of the cars was hit by the debris of one of Shahid's being neutralized by our defense system. So people can be even so unlucky here in Ukraine. They were just riding a car and it hit them. the rubble of Shahid drone killed 2 men in that car. More Patriot systems on their way, says Doc. Thank you for that. Of course, the US will approve the NATO invitation to Ukraine, but it is in the bylaws that no active border disputes can be ongoing when a country joins, plus checklists they must complete. Yeah, of course, and we understand that, but we need a signal. We need the signal that will definitely be accepted, and we need some guarantees of defense, because that damn Budapest agreement must not repeat again. Oh, by the way, Putin took responsibility for all Wagner crimes for himself. Seems he was kind of jealous. Yep. But whatever, the douchebag must be put to justice. Custom Fantasy Hot Wheels says, I'm still here. I was showering, but listening. Awesome. Thank you so much for being here. Difference between Ukrainian soldiers coming home to heroes welcome and Russian soldiers going home to FSB interrogation tells the difference between two countries. Yeah, we guys all know the difference between two countries. We all know what Russia really is. Yeah, Kasia is Polish. I guess Kasia told us that she was born in Poland but now lives in... Kasia, remind me please. It was not US, right? Oh, was it? I forgot it. Sorry. Forget it. Sorry. Oh, let's move on with the news. Shahid drone attacks multiple times every week. They continue doing that. And yeah, we'll get to that a bit later. So, my amazing commander-in-chief, not my, but ours, is lately doing the videos now where he's going to different units, to different headquarters, generals, and he is working. These videos are nice to watch. It's actually good. It's helping with morale to see him working, and Zaluzhny is, you know, he's just a star. Iron General, as he called around the world. So we have our amazing Iron General. Let's move on. Okay, let me show you the thing that I actually wanted to show you. Do you guys know this guy? Do you guys know who it is? Some of you? Yesterday I've met him in person and he signed me his book. It is called, History and Wars. No, Stories and Wars, sorry. Do you guys know him? Do you guys know this cute fella? Let me know that. But before I'm gonna tell you who it is, just tell me who it is. If you know who it is, yes. Okay, guys, since Rick's stream is ending soon, I suggest that we go to Inside Russia since he's live right now, and we can ask Konstantin important things discussed here. Anyone? Do you guys want to do some confrontation? And yeah, I don't want to do that, sorry, but maybe some of you. That's Rick. Oh, the other guy. Yeah, the other guy, Doc. No one knows him. No one knows who it is. He's a Ukrainian military, pretty famous here in Ukraine, and his name is, I'll give you the first name, Yuri. His name is Yuri. Is he single? No, he has a wife. He has a wife, and I guess her name is Anne, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, Zaluzhny is awesome, definitely. Chicago area, yes, Chicago area. Thank you, Kasia. Custom Fantasy, Hot Wheels, he never answered mine. Only those who told him how brave he is. Oh yeah, of course he will just ignore all that confrontation. Believe me, guys. Believe me, I guess. I live in Ontario, Canada, and still watch you online. I follow many Ukrainian content creators. You guys are heroes, and we need to spread as much of your content as possible. Keep up your amazing work. Thank you very much, Stefan or Steven. It's probably Stefan, right? Nemo, thank you very much. I do, but for every video I put a dislike. Dislikes doesn't help much, I guess, if he has such a big audience, right? Audience. All the construction companies waiting to rebuild Ukraine after the war can build some nice hotels in the Hague, meanwhile. Yeah. You're just giving him engagement. Custom Fantasy had wheels. A thumbs down is the same as thumbs up. Yep, you're right, Manny. Definitely. So you guys don't know who it is. Okay. Yuri is ringing a bell, but I don't really remember. So his name is Yuri Hudimenko. Yuri Hudimenko is a Ukrainian soldier, and before the war, he's a Ukrainian activist and the leader of a party here in Ukraine, Democratic Acts. I some time ago, like half a year ago, I've been telling you about Democratic Acts. They have a Telegram channel. They have a fund, also a fund to support the armed forces of Ukraine. They do volunteering. They do fundraising all the war during the all full-scale invasion and before that too. So they were what? So Yuri Hudimenko gave us a great support in the beginning of war, just like Zelensky with his daily addresses. Hudimenko was doing his probably not daily but weekly addresses from the front line, and he was cheering us up. He was saying that Russia is fucked up, that they will definitely lose this war, and he was right. He was predicting a lot of things. He is so damn how do you call it, guys? He's charming, first of all, yes. Then he's very optimistic. He's like, guys, he's like Andriy, our friend Andriy. He is very, inspiring, optimistic, inspiring, and he inspired me too. So let's watch one of his videos. Yeah, like this one. It's a bit foggy, but he's smiling. He's best smile there. So in the beginning of war, let's go to his YouTube channel and see his first videos. So it was like that.
Отже, на цей момент вже можна впевнено сказати, що бліцкриг, який планував і який хотів Володимир Путін, він накрився мідним тазиком, тому що Збройні сили України, прикордонники, Національна гвардія України, вони дають неймовірно сильний спротив.
Oh, guys, it was on February 24th. And he says that Putin's blitzkrieg is failing right away. It's already failed. So it was the first day.
За кожен сантиметр землі. Ситуація складна. Ви це розумієте, ми це розуміємо. У нас є втрати.
He says that situation is very
тимчасово втрачені території.
Complicated, that we have losses, that we have lost territory.
Такій кількості російських військ. Але ситуація абсолютно контрольована. Якщо ви слідкуєте за новинами, ви бачите, що Збройні сили не просто вчіпляються за свою землю, а вкладають в неї своїх супротивників, вкладають в неї війська Російської Федерації.
Okay, let's watch another one. Because, I've closed his channel. Andrea, by the way, thank you for becoming a stinger. Welcome. Okay, just a second. Let me get back to his channel somehow. I guess I need to go to the history and yes, Blitzkrieg Путіна пролився. Yuri Hudimenko is a great guy. I read him on Telegram. He is very, I don't know, he's kind of he's pretty smart, very educated. He's a perfect leader, and I guess I would vote for him as a president someday. Definitely, this guy deserves it. Let me go there to the beginning.
Всім привіт, давно не бачились. Як ви там? Я хотів
Yeah, so he was given such addresses in the beginning of full-scale invasion, and this guy was, sorry, getting distracted by the chat. So this guy was severely injured, and I wanted to show you the video from the first minutes of his injury. Guys, if you have kids there, please close their eyes or something like that, because it's going to be a sensitive content. I don't care if I'm going to be banned, but I want you to show how he was wounded, and actually may say when it was happening. Just give me a second. Okay, so here's the video. Here's badly wounded. Yes, if you don't want me to show this, tell me. I will stop. But I think sometimes it's important to see how it's there on the front line. Andrea, you're welcome. How are you? Yeah, guys, tell me. You didn't hit his like button, Rick. I did? Oh shit, sorry. I'm too busy. I will do that later. Thank you, Tonette. Any objections on me showing you the video of his injury? Tell me before I did it. So where Hudimenko? Please tell me. Aha, that's he's been already injured. So it happened. It's been happening about a year ago already. Yeah, he was in Kharkiv. Yeah, he was on duty in Kharkiv, and no, we're all adults here. No. Okay, guys, got it. You don't hit. Got it. Okay, let's see it. He was badly injured. He lost the ability to use his right arm, and his right leg is badly injured. I guess he got under mortar cannon shelling. Damn it, that guy wrist almost died there. I know that. It's okay. Both Hubert and Rick Rolfeld got it. Doing it. Okay, let's watch it.
Очень больно левая нога, пожалуйста. Левая нога, колено. Пожалуйста.
He's left leg too.
Сейчас надо. Бери за ремень. Так что за ремень берите. Так как заводить. Я буду придерживать. Пожалуйста, тихо, стой. За ремень підтягуй. Всех підтягуй, за ремень. Підтягуй. А тепер під руки його бери, там свій рукач, так? Да, рукач. Блядь, ще вийду. Лиз, с той стороны как-то. Бери за ремень. Пішли, пацани. Помагайте йому. Помагай, Лиз, помагай. Давай. Все, лежит. Вывалилось. А то свинья, поехали.
Poor Yuri. And a lot of soldiers like him are dying there on the front line and getting injured. You know that, guys, and this is it. That's the reality of this war. So he's recovering bit by bit. He has, as you can see on this photo with me, he has a brace, like a how do you call this thing? Exoskeleton. Yeah, it helps his arm. Yeah, you see this better on this photo. It's like an exoskeleton. It helps him hold his arm, but he pretty much cannot use his fingers, I guess, on this right arm, and it was his main arm, and so this guy kept working as a public speaker after his injury, though it was really hard for him first months, but he continues his work, and he has written a book, amazing book, that is actually It smells awesome. I love the smell of the new book. You know that smell, guys, right? Imagine living it. I remember this. Nick Owens have seen this. I'm glad he survived and is using his experience for good. Amazing he kept the arm. Yeah. I saw a few months back that there was a shortage of prosthetic limbs for injured soldiers. Do you know if this has changed? I did orthopedics for quite a while. I feel for amputees, says Carol V. Carol V, I guess the deficit, the shortage is still here. It's still with us. So we're gonna need all the help of all the world that we can use. Poor guy, looks so painful. Reminds me to donate again to Revived Soldiers Ukraine. Thank you very much, Kasha. So Hudimenko was presenting his book and he was signing it yesterday and having a conversation, answering the questions yesterday. It was a big place. I have a few videos, by the way. I can show it to you if you want. Do you want me to show them, guys? So here's the book. Hey, focus on the book. Focus on the book. So yeah, it says Historii Tavini. So Hudimenko is on the front, and he's also using the dark humor, of course, because he's a military and he's a pretty ironic guy. And he was joking that on this book they needed also to add the white letters, because first version these letters were not yellow, but they were white. And he asked, guys, can you please add 2 dates, like the date of birth and the second one? You probably realized what date. And they said, oh, great idea, we should change the color because it's black and white. And yeah, jokes like that were told. So I've been standing in the line to get his sign on the book. I sat on a cushion. Cushion? No, how do you call it? Couch. Yeah, sat on a couch next to him. I told him that I thank him for his service. I'm wishing him health, and I thanked him for an inspiration, for the support, and for everything he does. And yeah, when I said please sign it to Rick, he said, and then I said it's Yarik, and he said it's smart. We didn't talk much, but I had a chance to thank him. So you see the sign. He's doing a great result. I mean, showing a great result with his left arm, writing it with his left arm. So it was an honor for me to meet him, to have a few words with him, and yeah, and I really hope that in the future I will become more like I will have more like a decent conversation with him someday. I really hope to do that. So yeah, he's a great guy, and I am honored to meet him. Thank you for listening to my story. Now you know who Yuri Gudimenko is, Hudimenko, and you will definitely hear more about him from me. Yesterday was a great day. It was yesterday, yeah. Yesterday I was meeting him, and I know him personally now. And he kind of knows me personally now. I think he won't remember me, probably. But yeah, he will definitely be... Yeah, maybe he will. Who knows? Maybe he has a great memory. I saw a few... yeah, I got it. A brace for his arm. Yeah, got it. Hero. Where's hell? Yes, I totally agree. Sure, Rick. Carol, have they started using 3D printers for prosthetics? Yeah, it's interesting. Autograph. Yeah, autograph, but I wanted to use the word sign. I didn't want to say autograph, to be honest. Still a leader for the politic party. Yeah, I guess he doesn't want to be a politician right now before the war is over. But after, I guess we will definitely encourage him. I mean, our followers and his friends, they were talking about that yesterday on the meeting. It was a lot of people. Oh, sure, Rick, you must be talking about the video, right? Let me show it to you just real quick, the video. Let me send it to myself first. Yeah, as we... Oh, and a photo from yesterday. I definitely need to show it to you guys. Just a minute. This is something that definitely worth showing. So Yuri said that he wants to start a tradition. Every meeting that we're that is going to be having, every event will be with chairs like this. They are for the fallen heroes who will never be able to come to any event again. Oh my god, it's so fucking fucking touching and fucking tragic. And he said that these chairs are for them, and he's gonna be making this tradition. And the event was like this. People were asking questions. And there's Nemenko. And I won't be telling you because it's gonna take too much time what they're talking about. But
сказав, що я не люблю ласкаво зменшувальні слова. Там помідорка, роженка і так далі, тому подібне. Такої помилки я більше не повторював ніколи. Тупо ніколи. Тому що слово помідорка було вимушено все реально. Тобто я приходив, зроблений з помідорами.
There were some famous Ukrainians there that you know from Twitter. There was actually a soldier next to me, a soldier of 3rd Assault Brigade. I was so fucking honored just to stand next to that guy. I wanted to say thank you for the service to him, and I wish you good health. But for some reason, I felt like it was probably... I don't know, I didn't find the courage to talk to him. Next time I will. I'll definitely do it. So yeah, this is it. This was the yesterday's event. And yeah, that was the photo and the video. And there was a musician playing there also. This was a really nice event. Let me get back and I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna send another one to me. So yes, a boy. I guess he's kind of adult, but still he's a very young adult. So I called him a boy. Was playing the trumpet there and the, how do you call this thing? The flute. Yes, the trumpet and the flute. Let me show this to you. Yeah, here it is. So no, first it's gonna be the trumpet. Is it called trumpet? It was amazing. Standing in line and listening to that music. It was a new experience to me. It was the first time I was on the event like that. So then he was... Oh, I sped it up. A pretty short video, but still amazing. Events in Ukraine are amazing, guys. Tana said, be right back. Yep, trumpet, awesome. Thank you, Angel. Thank you very much, Angel, for all the support, for being here for 3.5 hours with us. You're awesome. Thank you very much. Very much so, my friends, and I actually built one. The part files are available online, so the parents can fix a part if anything breaks, providing they have access to a printer. It's amazing. Wow. Thank you, Carol. Thank you for what you're doing. It's also challenging to get a proper fit. Yeah, I've heard about that. Duncan Stewart was saying cornet or trumpet, maybe. I was on the football team and have 0 music experience. Yeah, it's okay. I didn't have much music experience too. Trumpet and maybe sopilka, hard to see. Sopilka, yes, it was sopilka. The second one, and trumpet, yes. My pleasure, Rick, and thank you. Okay, guys, let me see just a few of the news and we'll be finishing up donating, of course. Okay, let's watch this amazing video. You've probably seen it yesterday or the day before yesterday, but I want you to watch it with me again because it's amazing. I also like the music. Please don't speak about counteroffensive. It is going. It's gonna be well. But remember that counteroffensive takes a lot of lives and health of our soldiers. This is why we need to protect them as good as we can. This is why we're raising funds for the armed forces of Ukraine. Okay, guys, so it's time to donate. To donate to the jar. And if you still want to give some last donations, please don't be shy. I will be really grateful. For now, we have almost $1,100. Let me enter the PayPal, log in to PayPal. Yes, Tane. So yeah, it's $1,095.70. Awesome, guys. Great result today. We've how do you call this? Overcome the 1,000 mark. So yeah. I saw a video where AI thought a prosthetic hand to cut, for example, Apple. Cannot remember company, but anyway. Oh, that's cool. Cluster munitions will make a difference in the coming weeks. Well, they're gonna be arriving here not that fast, I guess. So probably in months, in a few months. Yeah, but they will be definitely making difference. Yes. Okay, yeah, Tane, thank you so much for posting those links. They are very helpful. Okay, let me redirect. First, we're gonna redirect the first piece. It's gonna be $595.70. $95 and $70. Redirecting it. 21,783 hryvnias it will be. Let me put it in here in the jar for 5 stocks. This is it. We gotta update it. Yes, so 21,783.95. No, 92. Yeah, let's make it even. Let's make it 4. Yes, let's make it 4. Okay, so I'm gonna pay. Done. And we're gonna be putting our usual comment that says from Rick the Ukrainians community. Slava Ukraini. From Rick the Ukrainians community. Slava Ukraini. Awesome. So the progress bar will update now, and you will see 47,573 hryvnias. Awesome, great result. And we're sending another $500 that are on my PayPal. Just a second. Just a second. What am I doing? Not this. Yeah, I need to send it first. Oh, getting a bit tired. You can imagine it's 11 p.m. and 12 minutes past 11. So send in another 500. 18,284 minus, yeah, we gotta actually count how much we need to add to this fundraiser to close it. Just give me a minute. It's gonna be 57,000, 57,500 minus 47,573, 9,927. 9,927. And yeah, another calculation must be made. 18,284. Not now. It's actually should not be made. Okay, got it. 900. No, 9,927. That's it. Yes, yes. So, doing it. This is the moment, guys. This is gonna be the closing of this fundraiser. May I be unusual in this one? May I say, fuck the Russians up. El Greco. Greco, we love you. I guess you guys will agree with that, right? Thank you. So, we... no, I still need to count, definitely. Okay, I need to count because just as Dmytro Karpenko said. So, there's 8,357 hryvnias left, and we're going to be sending it to Halina, and I will get this payment into report there, you know where, my usual report in the community tab there after the stream on my page, yes. So the last must be sent to my friend Helena. Helena, where are you? 8,357. I'm gonna say na apteczki, which means for the medkits, na apteczki. For medkits, I'm gonna also add the English version. Where are you? For medkits. Awesome. For medkits and Slava Halini. Let's do it. let's say it because she really needs the glory she deserves. So Slava Ukraini и Halini. Отак. Glory to Ukraine and to Halina. Awesome. Slava Ukraini и Halini. Okay, guys, thank you so much. We made it. Hey, Stephen Barnes, just missed another stream. Well done, Stephen. Thank you so much for coming. I'm still alive, by the way. Sorry, not being active. Stephen, please watch this in recording. We will really appreciate that. That's already enough. But someday, yes, we will definitely be glad to see you on the stream if you will do it, make it in time. But it's totally okay. I'm glad that you could made it today. We just closed another fundraiser, guys. Fucking wow! Thank you very much. I'm so happy. Thank you so much for your donations. Thank you for supporting El Greco. He's you know that he's the best, and just like all of our soldiers, the forces of defense of Ukraine. Later, Rick, get some rest, our friend. Thank you very much, Timothy. Thank you for your generous donation of $300 today and every week. You are a legend, Timothy. You are supporting these fundraisers like, oh my God, the best. You've been investing in the armed forces of Ukraine more than anyone in this community. I don't want to, guys, to offend anyone, but you all know that that Timothy did it, did the most generous donation. We are really grateful for you, and thank you, everyone. There were a lot of very generous donations. Same generous donation we received today from Aussie T. Tony has already left the stream, I guess. But thank you very much. $300 from you today is very generous. $200 and 50. No, yeah, $250. Sorry, I'm so tired. From Tane. Thank you very much, Tane. You're very generous. Thank you for the stream, Rick. Thank you, chat and mods, says Anhil. Anhil, thank you very much for your donations. Your donations, much or many. Thank you very much, everyone. Guys, you are amazing. Let me just mention everyone who donated today. Pristine, $20. Cheryl Waitley, $10. OCT, $100. Chris, $20. Tonette, $250. Kevin Mashumeni, $50. Angela, $25. Cinnamon, $20. Oh, and they keep going. Timothy, $300. Yuri, $20.70. OCT, $200. Anhale, $40. Cinnamon, $40. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate all of your donations, all of your attention, all of you guys coming to the stream, chatting, being active, being interested in Ukraine and the armed forces of Ukraine, helping the armed forces of Ukraine. Love you all, guys. Love you, community. You're the best. I'm really grateful also for all the coffees that you've sent me. I think we had a great stream today. We had great guests today, and Russia is losing. It is still killing a lot of us, but it's losing. I have no doubt in it, and we together will defeat it. You guys are helping to do it, and much love from all Ukraine, from me. You are amazing. Thank you, guys. Then that's it. That's it for today. I will still be reading your messages in the chat. Keep them coming. And for today, I will say, see you all next week. Slava Ukraini and fuck Putin. Yet on